It's the
What
draft
up?
show. First on the floor. Marcus Smart has been traded, and Scoot Henderson has a wonderful suit on. If you guys are watching the stream along with us,
Oh yeah.
absolutely amazing.
Oh,
Spoonie, Jake, how you guys doing?
I don't
getting
know.
my iPad out so I can actually watch it. That's
I don't
Very
know.
cool.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm feeling. Um.
I'm in denial.
Yeah, dude. Trying to go to sleep thinking about like Porzingis out there instead of Marcus is just like the
Mhm.
weirdest. The weirdest feeling. Just did
It's
not
yeah.
feel right.
it's this bizarre, like, objectively, I really feel like it's a great trade. Like, getting Porzingis and 2 firsts, like, from a value standpoint, is damn good. But why am I so sad?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it
Dude,
doesn't feel worth
yeah.
it.
I've never seen the timeline like that before.
No.
Like, obviously, Marcus Smart was polarizing, but clearly, when it came down to it, for the most part, everybody was just distraught.
The people who hate Marcus Smart aren't paying attention to the NBA
Yeah.
right now. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
it's like the people, the Pats season ends and then they start watching basketball and they're like, "Oh, I hate this guy."
Yeah.
So, in the wake of it, do you think that like the Smart trade was coming anyway? That's what like trying to figure out.
I have seen some scuttlebutt online about that, potentially being the case. I could never bring myself to believe that. I kind of think that it was like a plan B essentially for like because they acted on it so quickly that they had to have at least whoa. Who did you see that red glitter suit? Who was wearing that?
Grady Dick.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
yeah, I
man.
did see a picture
That
of that. Yeah.
that is the most insane draft suit I've ever seen. Yeah, they pull the trigger so quickly that they have to have at least discussed like the format and the structure for a smart trade before. But it doesn't make it any less heartbreaking. Yeah,
It's
devastating.
to me, it seemed like Brad really, really, really wanted Porzingis, and was willing to, like, yeah, he clearly had multiple deals lined up because you cannot just pull together trade that a 3-teamer that complicated, in like what did the Brogdon trade fell apart at 10 p.m. or something like that. I can't believe they
Yeah.
didn't just mutually agree to extend Porzingis's option like 48 hours.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane. I'm at a loss for words and how that all played out. I was fucking shocked when I woke up this morning, dude.
I bet.
Like, whew, I opened Reddit and it was like Marcus Smart appreciation post, and I was like, did he die? What? Like that was more really reasonable to me than him being traded. Crazy, man.
We are mourning a loss.
Yeah. Like on the Simmons podcast. Wow, this draft's actually happening. It's 3 minutes and 45 seconds till the first pick.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Spurs are on the clock.
So Simmons did a pod last night, and then he did another one this morning with KOC and Tate Frazier. And obviously he had more time to like get some information. And he was saying that the Clippers deal fell apart because they weren't able to like get a medical. It wasn't necessarily that Brogdon's medicals were bad, like too bad for them to pull the trigger. It was like they just didn't feel like they had enough information to make a decision. And then Bill was kind of saying that they were going to make the Memphis trade, but Tyus Jones was going to be coming back. So like the draft conversation may have been different. Or maybe you just get that one Golden State pick instead of moving up in the draft, probably would be my guess. And I actually believe that. Because like, how could that have come together like that, just out of the blue? You know?
Boy, I would have liked Tyus. I don't know, man. I kind of think I'd prefer Tyus and
because right now
pick and the 30 and 35. Like, fuck, man, 35 is almost as good as 25.
The problem is Tyus isn't expiring, right?
Yeah. It's 14 million, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like a mystery box. I kind of prefer them. Like Tyus Jones, cool. I'd kind of just rather play the Peyton Pritchard, JD Davidson, Yamadar roulette, and then play the mystery box with pick 25. So,
But I mean, so yeah, Brad is clearly enamored with Zinger, and as Celtics fans, we sort of have to pull ourselves around to that stance as well. And just in the wake of the Marcus trade, like I think we're lucky that we have at least time to do that. And in the short term, like excitement, like we're in the first round. Brad Stevens drafting in the first round for the first time ever. Like we've got these little stepping stones to help us like cross that river of despair. So today is going to be a lot of fun and hopefully distracting somewhat from what happened and allows us plenty of time to come around on Zinger. Obviously, he's great. It's just the injury concerns and, you know, like I'm saying everything that's already been said now with Brogdon and his injury concerns to the point where, you know, a team like the Clippers who already employ several injury-prone players refused to do the deal there. There's a lot of worrisome aspects to keeping both of those guys on the roster. So I hope that we see Brogdon move today. I don't know. Like a lot of people are saying, like we absolutely expect him to be moved. I don't know if we can. Like he's kind of one of the top players on the team now, if healthy. So we can't.
It depends on what it's for, I guess.
Sure, but if the Clippers aren't trading for him and they've been historically unconcerned with injury-prone players, like who is trading for him?
Well,
Yes,
I mean, maybe Sorry, go ahead, Jake.
No, go.
I was just gonna say, like the Clippers. I mean, maybe they're like, give us 48 hours so we can actually get a medical on this dude, and then we'll do a different trade, or you know, one of the trades like the Batum and I forget who else was in that one, Jake, that you proposed, but
Rocco.
Yeah, Rocco and Batum, like, but it's kind of weird because we've now turned a guard into a big. Like, we kind of need a guard back if we trade Brogdon, and I'm not sure you're going to get a better one than him.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm comfortable leaning into Derek and Tatum being like your main two ball handlers, right?
Pritchard, secondary, not main, but you know.
Yeah, I don't know. Can we see what JD's got in the pick and roll tank?
Hell yeah.
You know, that's the piece. Like how can you trade Brogdon today if you weren't able to trade him yesterday with the medicals?
Right.
So that would be. But at the same time, I don't know. Where are you on like a Jalen trade now?
Same place I've always been. That it's just so unlikely that we'll ever find ourselves with as talented a piece. I understand, you know, the issues with the contract size going into this new CBA, but like, especially in this short window here, right? Like in the next year or two where we're not that constrained by the new CBA, like keep Jalen around just purely because we're never going to be able to recoup him again, talent-wise, if we do send him off. And I also understand the argument of like putting more distributed talent around Tatum, giving him more kick-out options, giving the opposing defense distractions in terms of what they might throw at Jason Tatum. But like Jaylen Brown is just so talented, and I think we're just so tainted by Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. There's just so much more good in there, and we're just forgetting about that because of recency bias.
Well, that whole conference finals.
Sure.
Yeah.
And a lot of the playoffs.
If you can get a get out of jail free card and there's like two legitimately borderline all-star players coming back, I would move Jalen. I don't think that package was realistic, so I don't anticipate it happening. It'd have to be like a pretty like Bridges and Claxton, you know, something like that, where it's like, oh, the two, like a guy who's probably on his way to all-star games and a starting level center. Like, you can't say no to a deal like that, in my opinion, especially with Bridges locked up. But like in general, I don't see it happening, man.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to know who went number 1?
Grady did.
Yeah. Let us know. What's interesting though, we didn't get a spoiler from Shams or Woj, did we?
They're both with ESPN now, right?
No, isn't Shams with The Athletic?
Oh.
I heard Woj
isn't
on
doing it.
Ryan Russillo's pod basically say like, I get it now. I'm not going to do that anymore. And I guess Shams is following suit. So it's good to see. Interesting.
Yeah, good.
So you guys watching along here?
Yeah, I've got it on a second screen. The big dog. Man, it's gonna be tough when we have to pick swap our worst pick with the Spurs because
prime Wemby,
the number 1 seed every year.
I think it's kind of interesting to me that since you guys don't have a college basketball team, you have like no preconceived like emotional notions about any of these guys. Like
No,
I
not at all.
fucking hate Grady Dick with a passion. Dude. He tore WVU apart this year, and he's just like he's just so punchable looking, and he's so good that like it's like it makes me sick.
You can't deny that. What do the kids call it? Drip.
Yeah,
That
That's
the Riz
looks pretty fly.
Drip.
I hate him, and he's like the talk of the draft because that stupid suit.
Is he good? He's like top 10.
He is like Kyle Korver level. Touches the ball and it's up and it's in from 3. Can cut. He's a cutter. He knows how to move the ball, and he's tall, so you expect he's not going to be horrid on defense. He's not going to be good, but I mean, he's a gunner.
Yeah, I wasn't necessarily like, would you do one? I'm now just more mentally prepared for a Jalen trade than I was yesterday.
Yeah, it has kind of like it's rattled our bones, right? And like we're probably a little bit more jaded now. There's been past trauma, and we're more capable of handling a little bit more.
Post-traumatic smart disorder.
Yeah, PTSD. I saw this tweet come up, so I thought I'd bring it up. I don't know if you guys saw Jason Tatum's Instagram post. Fucking brutal, just devastating.
It's kind of Jalen and Jason's fault that he's gone in a way, right? Like, if Jalen just doesn't shit his pants for the whole, like, game 2, 7 for 22, that's the game. If they go to the finals, like, do they make the trade? You know what I'm always surprised about? So Wemby's crying right now.
Yeah.
Like, this guy's known he's going first in the draft for like 3 years.
Yeah.
Which is always cool to me.
Like, obviously I can't like put myself in his shoes, but like I knew my wife was pregnant for 9 months, and it was still an emotional day when my daughter was born. So I think just having it happen to you, even though you know it's coming, and just finally experiencing that moment. Is that his brother on the other side? Because they are near identical.
Yeah, it must be.
Wemby just getting interviewed on the couch. If you're for some reason watching us and not watching the draft, that is what's currently happening. We are going to be swinging like Celtics, obviously, regularly. So as the draft goes on, we'll touch on things that are happening. But it's all coming up Celtics for us. It's interesting what you say, Jake, about it's kind of the Jays' fault that Smart was traded. Like, Brad does seem very enamored with Zinger, and like all GMs are always waiting for a star to shake loose, right? And regardless of what happened with us this year, this was always going to be the case for the Wizards and for Porzingis. So he was always going to be available. Do you think, like, if we do make the finals, does Brad still swing this way?
Maybe. Like, he probably was already thinking about it in the finals, obviously, right?
I suppose.
Man,
I don't know.
I mean, if we get smacked in 5 by Denver, I think something like this is still very much on the table. If it goes 7, we lose, a tight game, maybe not.
Interesting. Shams has got some spoilers coming out. I don't know why they're not showing up on our list here.
Because he's doing a live show and he wants to make you watch it, I think.
Yeah.
No, I got a tweet.
Oh, do you?
So I bet on Scoot to go number 2. And the odds swung all the way back towards Scoot like 2 hours ago. And then now they've swung all the way back to bloody Brandon Miller.
Real quick, guys. Sorry, go ahead, Jake.
I was gonna say, what are our Wembanyama thoughts? Like, if we're gonna project, because I know you being Spoonie, you kind of like planted our flag. I was like, he's not gonna be better than SGA, and like I've definitely changed my mind.
Oh, I haven't. I'm all in. I'm all in. I'm gonna be that guy.
You're zagging.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably gonna be awesome, and I'm kind of half doing this jokingly, but like the way people like Simmons already had him like 3 in his trade value column. Yeah. It's like this dude has not dribbled a basketball against an NBA defender yet. Like, who knows if I'm sure it's going to work and I'm going to look stupid, but like, can we just pump the brakes a little bit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. Like if he's not Kareem, it's going to be a disappointment kind of level. It's
Yeah.
like, this is very unfair. Like I was listening to Windy on the Simmons pod, and Windy was talking about like, there's going to be moments where he gets embarrassed and like
Sure.
he's got, you know, skinny hips and things like that. Like he's not going to walk onto the court and bring this Spurs team to like a play-in. I don't think.
If he does, I will gladly admit defeat. But yeah, and also, can I just say about halfway through that Windy Simmons bit, I had to fast forward because they just kept talking about how long his fingers were for like it went on for like 5 minutes, and I'm like, dude, can we skip the finger? We get it. He's got super long fingers.
Yeah, like they're proportionate to the rest of his body. We've been through this with Shaq and Kawhi. Like we get it. Big people have like big extremities. It's not you. Are you guys surprised? I will come back and give my thoughts on. Actually, I'll just do my thoughts on Wemby now. I think he's going to be very, very good. That's all.
Ben's worried he's going to beat the Celtics in the finals in 2027.
Yes. Are you guys surprised at what Charlotte are doing here?
Yes.
Taking Brandon Miller?
No, because they're dumb, but I think it's dumb.
All right.
Yes. Dumb and dumber.
Yeah. That's good. Not surprised because Charlotte are idiots.
So, like, there's no substance to this at all. But on Celtics Reddit earlier today, I don't know if you guys saw this. Some guy posted, "My uncle or something works for the Blazers, and he guaranteed me that the Blazers are going to trade the 3rd pick."
Yes, good. Come on.
If Scoot falls to number 3, and everyone was like, "Fuck you, downvote, downvote, downvote." But this guy was like, "Ban me if I'm wrong."
Holy shit.
So it's Reddit, you know, it's draft day. It's emotional with Smart being traded. It's 99% very likely to be a troll. But interesting.
Jake, I know you've said you're on the Scoot bandwagon. How would you be cool with it?
I don't know, man.
Hashtag analysis, says Joe. That's right, baby. That's what we're paying us for.
Yeah, what do you expect?
Can we
Joe. Yeah, there's so many draft shows going on at the moment. Like we've got our own angle here. I can't lose. I can't lose Jalen and Smart in consecutive days.
I'm okay with it now. As much as I love Jalen, Marcus was like the Celtic to me. Like,
agreed.
I have much less of an emotional attachment to Jalen than I do to Smart. I love Jalen, but Tatum and Marcus are kind of in a different tier for me.
Agreed.
I've updated our Twitter list here so that Shams tweets are appearing.
Well, I just got Shams just tweeting in that they're taking Scoot, so that guy's gonna have to get banned, or they're gonna have to like announce the trade straight after.
Yeah, well, Cleveland did that with Wiggins, right? It was like a week later that they traded Wiggins for Kevin Love.
Yeah, right. Like,
so it's not out of the question.
Yep. And also, the Grizz will be making the 25th pick today or tonight in your world, Americans.
How many idiots are going to be like, "What? I thought we had that pick on Twitter." You know it's going to happen.
Fans. Yes.
If we were able to get Shaden and Scoot and Simons, I would do the trade. But I just don't think that Portland's giving up Shaden Sharp as well.
No, his game, that dude has got something, man.
Yeah.
He's got it.
He's like the wing Rob.
Yeah.
He's just like, you watch him and it's like, well,
holy shit.
Humans can't really do that.
Yeah, dude.
And this is the NBA. Which is usually pretty good. Like these Osar and Amen twins, dude. Like they're some freaky looking athletes as well. Has this ever happened where there's like twins that go both in the top 10 in the same class?
I don't think so. No, I was trying to think like the Morris Bros, like were they
14 or something like that?
Yeah, like they're both lottery. Just
14 and 15. Were they right next to each? I'm actually not sure they were right next to each other. They may have been.
You know, did you see the Brandon Miller comments yesterday where he was like, Paul George is my goat. Michael Jordan ate shit. He's you know, he's old.
Highly of you.
He's old. But then like Tate Frazier, the South Carolina guy, is like, this is the most genius way to get yourself selected by Michael Jordan is to like talk shit to him.
Fair.
Yeah.
And
They
Mem's
were
like,
13
okay.
and 14. All right. Thank you very
All right,
much.
there you go.
Suck it, Joe.
Kevin
yeah.
O'Connor. Brandon Miller over Scoot Henderson is the right choice by the Hornets. A 6'9" shot creator and versatile defender over a 6'2" guard. Charlotte will be able to build big lineups alongside Miller and LaMelo Ball, and Miller has pick and roll playmaking skill. There you go.
It is.
Sorry, I was
Look,
distracted by that Woj tweet.
look, man. My like general philosophy is like definitely take the 6'9" scoring wing, the like Jason Tatum archetype, over the 6'2" guard. But 6'2" guards, I don't know. Scoot just seems he's the dog, dude. He's got like the story of his mom having to bring his birth certificate to freaking youth games because he looked like he was 30 already. Like he's clearly a freak.
Yeah, plus Brandon Miller's got this whole like crazy gun situation too, man. Like he shot 43% in college
from the field.
From the field. That is like kind of scary. From three, I think it was like 37, 38, and on tough attempts, pull-ups and stuff like that. I mean, I think he's going to be really good, but I think to your point, Scoot seems like a culture changer type, and like, I do not trust a LaMelo Ball led locker room and culture.
No. Plus, the gun laws in Charlotte, man, they're loose. So
North Carolina.
You gotta watch out. All right, let's see if I can refresh.
Pick is in. Wonder who it's gonna be.
Completely shocking. Grady Dick. No.
So the only other bet that I've made, I have Cam Whitmore at the 5th overall pick at plus 700.
Ooh, I like that. Guys, I gotta let my dogs in. I'll be right back.
Yeah,
no worries.
Go on, dogs. I don't know. I'm lukewarm on LaMelo. I think he's just insanely talented. Like 6'7", proper point guard. Like that gives you so much lineup versatility when your point guard is 6'7". And if he ever decides to play defense, that creates a really, really high floor for your team because you can just kind of build whatever you want around your point guard.
So you're saying you're lukewarm on LaMelo?
I just don't think he's got the mentality of like a Scoot type guy or a Tatum type guy. Like he doesn't really seem to care so much about like winning. He cares a lot about what feels like Instagram highlights and pulling up from 30. Even if he makes a lot of them, it doesn't really feel like contributing to winning has been a focus for him yet.
Kind of seems like a bit of a fuckboy. I think is the correct term. Bit of a douche. And that was kind of the underlying sentiment of him. And Scoot's just had his name called in a fantastic suit here. But LaMelo Ball, it kind of seemed like everyone who played with him in the NBL in Illawarra or the Hawks there kind of didn't like the guy. And that doesn't feel too speculative to say. I think like they made a lot of their thoughts pretty clear. And I don't necessarily think that he's managed to get out from under that cloud since joining the NBA.
Yeah, but at the same time, like 18-year-old kid with like millions of followers, super rich, coming to fucking like...
Yeah, you can say the same about a 25-year-old, like really clarity comes at like, I'm still waiting for it.
Yeah, I was like, clarity's coming. I've heard clarity's coming at some point. So yeah, and in Illawarra, like, random nowhere, I don't even think LaMelo could pick Illawarra on a map still, like if he had to. So I don't know if I fault him too much for that, and like because it was purely a marketing thing for the NBL and the Illawarra Hawks to like get eyeballs on the NBL, which 100% worked. But he just was like not a winning player at all. Like all the terrible threes that are like now going in, none of them went in the.
Yeah, didn't he shoot like 28% from three in the NBL or something?
And so you're like trying to win. You're a professional 30-year-old man, and this big baller brand dude comes in. He's just chucking from left, right, and center, not playing defense. You're like, are you kidding me, dude? At least I'm getting paid more.
And you just know he's on the fast track to the NBA, and you've been like hustling your whole career for like a bench role. I don't know, like a small-time NBL team. It would be very frustrating. Looks like the Thompson twin. Armin.
Amen.
Number 4.
Ime's gonna love him.
I think this is poor form by Shams for Woj to bow out and be like, "I'm not giving spoilers," and Shams to be like, "All right, fuck you. I'm still doing my
You're
thing."
mine. Yeah.
I had a feeling that he was still gonna do it just because this is how it goes. Is Woj even on the broadcast?
He's not on the one I'm watching.
Him.
I'm watching the ESPN broadcast.
Yeah.
He's probably just in a room with like several landline phones and several iPhones, just taking a million calls with octopus arms.
Well, I wonder
going crazy.
I wonder if ESPN was just like, nah, you're not allowed to do it. And that's it. Because I would assume he would have been on the desk. Yeah. Because his whole point on the Simmons pod was like, I got to focus, give my analysis. And if I'm worried about tweeting this stuff out, then I'm not going to be as focused. But you're not even on the desk, dude.
Yeah. And as an insider, wouldn't the majority of his analysis kind of be like written down at this point? Obviously there are some variations, like what teams they go to, but like you'd have your head pretty well wrapped around like all the prospects at this point in time. Anyway, obviously we can't speak for the guy. It is interesting. It's a refreshing change. Like I'm glad that it's not just a landslide of spoilers 5 minutes before the pick. Obviously Shams is kind of spoiling the show here, but maybe it only takes him 1 year to be like, okay, now I'm the douchebag. Maybe he bails on it next year. Who knows? Quietness. Sorry, go ahead.
A question from Deviho. I know I've probably screwed that up, but what are we thinking? Are we thinking the C's going to try and going to trade up, stay at 25?
So our buddy Eric Weiss was talking about how we not necessarily are going to attach anything to Brogdon and try and move off of him. And the 25th pick is probably a value piece that you would attach to Brogdon if you were trying to get off of him. So that tells me, yes, we will use the pick unless we can throw Pritchard on that and try and move up. But I think Pritchard is someone you can throw on 35 and move up. I don't know if you can throw him on 25 and move up.
I was thinking about Grant sign and trade to Dallas. They've got 10. Maybe we throw something else in there, like that Warriors pick or something. But like there's been multiple reports of Dallas being interested in Grant, and then multiple reports of us saying basically people don't think Grant is coming back. So I mean, that'd be a hell of a good fit. That's probably not enough to get up to 10, frankly. But
this is the thing, though. Like, how many? Like, if the 10th pick turned into Grant, that would be a win.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
probably, dude.
And the timing is weird because we'd have to be like agree in principle and wait until free agency opens, and so it'd be a really difficult deal to put together functionally. Yes. I think.
Correct. If you agree if you do a sign and trade. Well, no, you could just be like, oh, we also really liked that guy you drafted at 10. Well, that's good.
Yeah. Take one of these three guys and then we'll talk when free agency open. I mean, like teams are tampering like crazy at all times.
Well, you should be allowed.
Yeah. I mean, who cares? Who cares?
Freaking cares, dude? It's such a weird rule.
So one thing we got to do is we talked about this off air before the show is we're all going to predict who the Celtics will take with the 25th pick, and the losers have to make a donation to Marcus Smart's Young Game Changer Foundation, which we'll gladly do. And if the pick is traded and therefore we're all wrong by default, we'll all make a donation.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go first. And as you guys were chatting there, I just looked up a mock draft.
Me too.
A couple of them. I'm going to go with Olivier Maxence Prosper out of Marquette. He's a junior, 6'7" forward, 7'1" wingspan. He's almost 21 years old. And if you missed our draft show a few days ago, like this guy meets the physical dimensions, the player archetype that we were sort of frothing over on that pod. Basically, like just like a long forward who we would hope to turn out like Shemi Ojeleye, but with way better basketball IQ and 3-point knockdown conversion rate. So that's my guy. Who you guys got?
Real quick. I say we keep the three guys we picked last show. So we already have those three guys. So like Jake, you don't have to take Jamie Jaquez again since he's in that range. So you go ahead.
Guys, I still like him.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder if the Ringer has him 16th now.
Who has him 16th?
The Ringer.
Whoa.
Bleacher Report has him 25th to the Grizzlies. So
Sorry, not 16th, 18th. Apologies. Still
See
very high
where
up.
Big Dog Vicini has him at.
All right, I'm gonna take Noah Clowney, big center,
Okay.
young center, kind of in the James Najee role of just like sort of a project athlete from Alabama, freshman.
Okay, wait. So what position was he?
He's a center.
He's a center. I'm looking at his
Center.
mark on the ringer. Wingspan, TBD.
Yeah.
We don't have the data.
Whoa.
Too big. We couldn't measure it with modern instruments.
Measurable.
Yeah.
Do you reckon? I don't know if we just traded for Porzingis. Are we taking a center?
We need insurance.
I don't know. Brad, who the fuck knows what Brad's up to, dude? He could trade Rob Williams right now.
I was thinking about that. Like that's, like, you know how we talked about the Ayton trade? Could we could still do the Ayton trade and you just have Porzingis and Ayton at the same time?
Jesus.
It's a lot of
I don't
7
know.
foot. I don't really think that makes sense, but the difference
We
for,
do have-
for
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, the C's are not desperate at all for rookie. They're desperate for playoff players. But the thing is, with this new CBA, like part of the smart moves and is the longer term money and starting to look at ways to, and why they were trying to get rid of both Smart and Brogdon is my theory, is that the CBA and the super tax is like coming down the line. So you need to hit on one or two of these like types of players either this year or next year.
Yeah, makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Jake, who you taking?
I like this guy, Derek Whitehead.
Okay.
Sorry, what? Derek Whitehead?
No relation. No relation. Just trying to
Is this a real person?
It's just Derek White with a mustache.
Yeah, he's like
Monocle.
inside a coat with another player to like form a 7-2 center.
Hello, I am Derek Whitehead.
He's 20th on Vicini's board, but and he's
Unbelievable.
he's only 18, but he's like this 6'6" wing dude, like 43% from three. Yeah, 6'10" wingspan, just like a strong shooting, athletic wing. Had like an injury, which is why he kind of dropped in the draft. But like, yeah, legit 3-and-D wing guy with like real athleticism. So that's the type of guy I could see us taking. I still love Jamie Jacquez, like a guy that can be an initiator still, like the secondaries, third, and who can run some pick and roll. Oh,
back-to-back Thompson twins.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Both top 5.
It's so quiet. I was expecting more action around the league. Really, there's
no, it usually happens like there's so much posturing that happens. Thanks, Carl. At the top of the draft, because like these guys are trying to pull off something. But like, when's the last time someone at the top of the draft really did a trade? Like Danny Ainge, when he went down from 1 to 3 and he picked up like a
and that was prior to the draft, I believe.
Yeah, like a
good
top
times. Better times.
Yeah, like simpler times, maybe.
Definitely simpler.
I do have a sweet Marcus Smart clip where when there's a commercial break in the broadcast, we might run it. It's just like a all-time like hustle plays from Marcus Smart.
Dude, like when that draft was happening, the Tatum draft, I didn't watch a single clip on anyone else besides Markelle Fultz. Right? Like I was like, okay, Markelle Fultz, we're getting the next like Dame Lillard, who's taller and more athletic and stronger. It's like a blend of Marcus Smart and Dame Lillard. I'm like, cool. This is awesome. I'm so excited.
All of his highlights were him like knocking down crazy contested pull-up threes. You're like, how can we not draft this guy?
Or just gliding to the rim past people,
dude.
finishing so smooth.
Yeah.
Do you think that if he doesn't get, like, if the Celtics trade him, he just turns out like he was supposed to, versus like going to the Philly and the Ben Simmons like Bermuda Triangle?
I think Ainge like sensed something or an absence of something inside the walls of a Chipotle in Cambridge somewhere, and he made the call, and it was like one of his parting gifts to Celtic Nation. Oh yeah, Romeo Langford, the great Romeo Langford.
Yeah, we lost the coin toss, and the Heat got Tyler Hero. I guarantee you that Romeo would be much better if he'd gone to the Heat. But if the Celtics used their pick tonight, would that upset me? No. We need to find some contributor on a cheap deal at some point. And I am definitely interested to see if Brad is a good drafter. Granted, no one's really a good drafter consistently in that range. So here we go. We got Lonnie in the chat here giving us a couple of picks here. Mohamed Guy?
Yeah, I mean, so there's a guy on Everton named Adrisagana guy. It's a gay guy. It's one of those two. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm assuming it's the same pronunciation. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no. Look, man. Look, we'll add you to the pool, Lonnie.
Yeah,
You got to donate now if your guy gets taken. But so Fultz now though, Fultz has now kind of regained everything besides the 3-point shot. Like he's a tough defender, gets downhill, dunks on people, really good playmaker. It's just the shot has never come back. But if he doesn't go to Philly, where they already had the one guy that, was Ben Simmons Bermuda Triangle. The reason it existed was because of him. Like if Markelle Fultz doesn't go there, I just wonder if that never happens to him. Because it's such a Philly thing, especially at that time where it was like everybody that got drafted there was injured for a year or just stopped shooting. It was just, or Zaire Smith, remember? They like food poisoned the dude that they traded Mikal Bridges for, and he almost died. Like there was this period there where everything that the Sixers were doing was leading to like really, really weird stuff. And I just wonder if the Celtics had just drafted Fultz, where like, look, if you draft Fultz, does Gordon Hayward not exploit his ankle? Because, Jason Tatum was a rookie, the butterfly effect. Do we not make the trade for Kyrie Irving? He doesn't throw the lob?
Oh, I got you, maybe.
I mean, it's so much. It's not just that moment, but then everything that has come since then. Like you think about how that alters everything.
So if there's no Kyrie trade, Jay Crowder's not on Cleveland, and that's who Gordon Hayward landed on, right?
Yeah.
Is that makes you think?
That's who like knocked Hayward in the back while he was in the air. And
that's all right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That play popped up on Twitter the other day, and like it's not something I go out of my way to watch because it's fucking so disastrous. But it was a terrible pass from Kyrie. There was no way. Crowder and Tristan Thompson were right there. It wasn't even a good pass.
And Hayward's like running on adrenaline, first game for the Celtics.
Of course he's going to go for it.
But like if you do watch it, Jay Crowder does act somewhat dangerously. And you go back to less than a year prior, Jay Crowder's playing for the Celtics, and the Celtics fans are chanting pro Hayward chants, knowing that he would be replacing at least, if not on the roster, then positionally Jay Crowder. Fast forward a little bit, Jay Crowder catches Hayward in the air and kind of gets under him a little bit. And then we know what happens after that. But I think it's not talked about enough. But I think Jay Crowder is more at fault than what people have.
Interesting. There was a second shooter.
Yeah. Well, the first shooter, it's like American Gangster style. I just walked up and shot him in the head, basically. It was right there for everyone to see. No one talks about it. Anyway, I digress.
Well, this is what I'm saying. If everything you know now, would you... No. I was going to say, would you draft Fultz? Because I was like, obviously no, because we have Tatum now. The more I think about it, the more these streams are dangerous for me, guys, by the way, because my brain just kind of goes.
It's not being recorded, if that helps at all.
No, as long as everybody's okay with it. But like, Tatum's kind of the fourth best player in the league now.
Damn close. Yeah. He's back-to-back All-NBA first teams.
Yeah.
When's the last time a Celtic was that, dude? Like, I don't think KG got hurt in 2009. So he definitely didn't have back-to-back.
Yeah, he would
Pierce
have
only
to.
has one. No, actually, I don't think Pierce ever made first team. So are we like talking Bird?
Oh, yeah.
Twan, I
Let's-
think, might have an all NBA first team. I wonder if he made two. Hold on.
Is this a chat GPT kind of? I'm just like, what's the Google query for this other than looking manually at all the wiki pages?
Okay, hold on.
I
I'm
would-
gonna go
yeah,
to Twan. He's the
just-
only guy I
yeah.
can think.
Just add him in the chat. Would we be upset if they trade the pick for an MLE player? It just depends on the. Do you mean taxpayer or non-taxpayer? If it's non-taxpayer and it's like an $11 million a year player who's actually good and fits perfectly, then I know I won't be upset.
Well, yeah, and in theory, Grant would have to be attached to that trade. So yeah, it depends on the player. Depends on who we're getting back. They need to be at least as effective and impactful as Grant Williams. I'm not high. Are you guys high?
I thought about it.
I should have saved my drinking instead of drinking yesterday. I should have drank tonight, but I did not. So
Yeah.
Rookie first team for Twan. Maybe that's
yeah,
what
he
he's
never
thinking
even
of.
made an all NBA team. I saw.
I was gonna say, I don't
way
think-
off. Didn't he
I
have
think-
one year where I thought one year he was like way up there in MVP voting? He was on the cover of like NBA Live 99, man. Like come
Really?
on. Yeah.
Oh my lord!
Or
NBA
2000.
Live 2004 was my first year. The is it the Vince Carter cover?
There it is. 99, man. Hell yeah.
All right.
Let me pull this up.
Yeah, if we do, like we've been kind of talking about some picks, Ryan. I know you probably just jumped in, but Jamie Jacquez. This is a problem with not doing a lot of draft prep, though. Like I've looked at like 10 guys, and Jamie Jacquez, he's got the vibes. He's got the mustache. He's got the headband. He's like 6'6". He reminds me of a 6'6" Derek White. Like just herky jerky. Oh, look at this man.
Yeah, buddy.
Get it, son.
Oh man.
Let's go.
And that was after that a bit of a drought as far as Celtic players gracing the covers of video games. I think we had KG, I want to say 2K8. So I guess not that much of a draft. And then it's been a long draft. Maybe we had Kyrie Irving in 2018, I want to say.
Yes.
Tatum's due.
I was just
Tatum
going
is
to say.
definitely
overdue.
due.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although there
wasn't
is a
Booker
curse associated.
here?
Yeah, Booker.
Oh, Indiana with Bill Wemby's teammate, Bilal Koulibaly.
Bill.
Is he actually French?
If you've not checked out Anthony Black, you should check him out though. His game is cool as hell. He's like a point forward-y type guy.
Okay.
He cannot
Well-
shoot, but he's like ball handler, super athletic.
All right. Well, his highlights I think are about to pop up on my screen here.
Yeah.
He's got some awesome hair.
He does have some awesome hair.
I love it so much when the hair just fully impedes the wearing of the hat. Where it's just
Yeah,
like, I'm just gonna
no chance, dude.
place this on top of a tree and hope that there's no wind.
It looks sick.
I'm
Dude,
like,
but-
how does it not fuck your jumper up?
Your hair?
Well, Alfred
Yeah.
Payton, man, it totally did. And by the time he cut his hair, it was too late, and now he's out of the league.
I think it helped Lonnie Walker. He started shooting well afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least in that one quarter.
Oh wait,
That's
is there a trade happening here? Did I miss that?
I don't think so.
It's not coming up. Here we go. Shams. Nope.
No, that's just
This is great
Indiana.
radio.
Oh, wait, no. They're trading him to Washington
Whoa.
for
What would Indy
Malcolm
want?
Brogdon.
He's going back to Indy.
Yeah.
Oh, when I click on the tweet, it brings up a different tweet. So it's
I wonder if they're getting Avdia or Corey Kispert or something like that. I mean, what
What
could
do they
Indy
want?
want from Washington, man?
Well,
Like,
Washington has a pick 8, no?
they are 8th, so maybe they're just like
Just
a small
swapping?
swap. Yeah, maybe a second in there or something.
Yeah, dude. Ryan, like the Tatum Zingis pick and roll, pick and pop stuff, like that could be really deadly.
Dude,
I really think
he's gonna murder zone defenses, dude.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like he is a zone buster. All like instead of Al Horford at the nail there, having it be Porzingis.
Yeah.
whew,
Dude, I'm looking at his basketball reference and like filtering just like high scoring games. Like He could go off, dude. Like 43, 41, 38, 36, 34, 32, 32, 32, 32, 31, 30, 30, 30. Like this guy can fill it up.
He hit us for a 30 piece this year, didn't he? Didn't he have like 34, 32
Yes,
against us?
Yeah, 32 against Boston, 14 from 21.
Yeah.
Just
It was so many middies, I remember. He was like,
Bunsters.
yeah. People just staring at his chest, and he's just like shooting over him from 16 feet.
I'm trying to see because I know he beat the Sixers twice, it looks like. Which you love to see. I'm just trying to figure out if Embiid actually played in either of those games.
Look at Greeny, Brad flipping Grant for Fultz. Fultz makes $17 million, dude. Like, there's no way in hell we're trading for Fultz.
What about Suggs? Like they've got Cole Anthony. They've got.
I love Suggs
out
of
there.
college. I love Suggs out of college, but he's just not done it this year. He kind of reminds me of Smart.
Yes, I like Suggs, but we need Suggs in 5 years.
Yeah,
not Suggs now.
Fair.
I think he's going to be great. I think he's very Marcus Smart. Like, will hit you. He'll go 1 for 6 from 3, and then hit the 2 biggest shots in the game, and have a strip and a dunk, and seal the game for you.
He was fucking amazing in college, dude. Like, he was awesome in college.
Yeah, dude. That who did he play for in college? Because I remember in the Gonzaga in the tournament, he was just like he had that like 2-hand block on the backboard, like that crazy sequences. Yeah,
he hit that half court shot to go to the national. And LeBron tweeted like, "I knew he was going to hit that."
yeah.
One of many lies.
He is the best, dude. So the Pacers are trading Kubalale to the Wizards
for a 7-8 swap, is what Shams had.
This makes no sense.
They must be getting a couple seconds or something.
I guess what he said. Yeah, there's like some seconds happening.
Whatever happened to cash considerations? You never hear that anymore.
No, someone yesterday, the Lakers bought pick 40 something from the Pacers for $4.5 million.
Oh, there you go.
If you're above the second apron in the new CBA, you can't do it. You can't include cash considerations anymore. That is very difficult for me to say for some reason. Cash consideration.
little cash under the table. Like just buy a boat or something. There's other forms of considerations.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. We can get you a lifetime membership at the Red Lobster.
There you go. One of those Chipotle lifetime cards.
Ooh. The Ainge special.
Coveted.
I'm surprised there has been no Ainge action.
He's just like lurking in the shadows.
He's waiting for somebody to give up like 7 firsts for Lauri Markkanen.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a sign on his door that just says, "Can only enter with 7 first-round picks."
Yeah. Really. Well, what would the Celtics? I would love Lauri Markkanen, dude. He is awesome and could play.
Same.
But
not possible, right? Like,
I mean,
getting...
you would just have to give him everything. Give them the 25. No. I don't think he would want Jalen either. It would be every pick. I'm guessing it would be like Rob.
Brogdon, and he'd flip Brogdon for a first, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Rob. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Well, it's all happening. We're 50 minutes in. We're eight picks in. The Pacers are targeting Jarris Walker with the number 8 pick, according to Woj. So Woj is just getting in there now. He's like, "Fuck this! If Shams is doing it, I'm doing it too."
Yeah.
Good for you, Woj.
Well, now it's like Woj is like, get me on the screen. You told me I can't tweet. Let's go.
He's like, I'd love it if he just pulled out his phone. He was like, "I'm telling you all now. Subscribe to my Twitter account. Follow me on Twitter."
Yeah.
Put your alerts on, baby.
Yeah, I'm back.
The king's back.
But
sorry, I'm eating. That's why I went off.
No worries.
Wasn't Kubalale like freaking mocked in like the 20s like 2 weeks ago? I swear. I'm pretty sure. Like
I mix him and City Sissoko up a lot. Because they're both kind of similar player types, so I have no idea.
I thought you were gonna say because their names are kind of similar, and I was like,
no,
yes.
They're both international guys and like have similar builds and stuff. And I don't know, my brain. I also mix up Wake Forest, Vanderbilt, and Georgia Tech all the time too. So
That's fair.
I can't be trusted.
Josh Richardson on the MLE. That was another thing that Bill Simmons said on the pod, is that he expects the Celtics to use the MLE this year. I would love Richardson.
What's the status of Richardson? Is he an unrestricted free agent?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, Brad, get it done.
Richo's great, dude. A little bit of secondary ball handling, defense. Like, Grant is not tradable right now. Correct. Yeah. I think in principle you could potentially do something, but
Marcus Smart has changed his city location on Twitter from the greatest city in the world to Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, man.
My heart. Dude, when I saw that report, I think it might have been Himmelsbach had like Marcus Smart's was completely caught off guard and like he wanted to retire a Celtic. Like I honestly started to get a little choked up, and I'm not an emotional man.
Yeah, same. And it had me thinking about, like what aspects of the team do we root for? And like obviously it's the uniform to some degree, but like a large part of that has been evacuated, I think, with Smart gone. Like he's such a huge part of what we cheer for, because especially not coming from Boston, some of the things that had me gravitate towards the Celtics were, just the whole first to the floor thing mentality, the Ubuntu stuff, and Marcus Smart was sort of the modern day embodiment of that. And with him gone, I kind of have to like, obviously I'm always a Celtics fan, but I have to start searching again for like things to get my hooks into, if that makes sense. So huge loss. Obviously.
Culturally, dude, culturally, emotionally, he was everything. Like the pregame shot, like the shot that he shoots behind his head, like he's just
the kip ups,
the charge, like the thing that came to mind last year. Like how many quotes does he have where he was like walking into the tunnel and he's like, "Hey man, when you got two guns in your holsters, Jalen and Jason," it's like all that stuff. And I was like imagining Porzingis saying something like that, and I was like,
he wouldn't.
I don't think he's going to say stuff like that.
When they made the finals and he was like, they said a split.
We
said a family.
4 more. Yeah. Tatum, dude, just fucking make a layup in the finals, dude.
Jalen, make a shot in the Eastern Conference Finals. It's wild looking back at Tatum's splits. He shot like 41% from 3 and 39%. So he shot like 30% from 2 in the finals. Like that's insane.
Like if you told me that he was going to shoot 40% from 3, I'd be like, "Oh, we're going to win the fucking series, dude." But I think
we're down bad.
No, but this is maybe why you trade Marcus. Like Marcus was there, dude. And even if it was Tatum making layups or Jalen making shots, like Marcus, whatever, he can't save them from that. Even though he saved Tatum's ass in Game 6 of the Philly series, like absolutely no question. And I don't know how many times he saved the Celtics, but what he can't. He's not Superman. Like he's not able to do it.
Sitting on a spicy Marcus take that I've been hesitant to say, but I'm just gonna hit you guys with it.
Yes.
Look, we all agree Marcus is woven into the fabric of the team. He is the fabric of the team, right? We also will agree that the fabric of the team often comes up short, needs to have their back against the wall, collapses in crunch time. Like if you want to change the fabric of the team, kind of makes sense that Smart's the guy to send out, right? Like I'm not saying he was the problem. I actually don't really believe that, but like that argument's kind of there, is it not?
Well, yeah, and as an extension of that, I think it was Danger Cart who, obviously, if you follow his Twitter timeline, he woke up so several hours after the trade happened and started reacting to it immediately. And he was like, "I don't understand why you would cut out the heart and soul of this team. We're so soft now. We need that that hardness, that grittiness. But we didn't have that against the Heat. Like we came up soft against them. We appeared soft against Heat culture. Like we had nothing and we fell flat on our asses. And so if Marcus Smart, to basically repeat what you're saying, Spoonie, if he's the figurehead of our culture and our supposed grit, then it's just he's not cutting the mustard, really, which hurts to say because like he is that guy to all of us. But zooming out, objectively, and then okay, Marcus Smart for Kristaps Porzingis and 2 first-round picks is just flat out an objectively good trade, no matter how you slice it. So it just sucks that it's someone that we love so much. I don't know how else to swing it.
Yeah, I tweeted this yesterday as well. Like Smart, and this is why I think that the Smart trade was happening anyway. Like I do think that is that it's time. Like if we're going to win the title, we got to take away the binky. We got to take away the safety blanket. It's like you're going to go down. There's no one to blame now. Marcus Smart was like the scapegoat, and he was like happy to do it. And how many last shots does Marcus Smart end up taking? And how many did he end up making? But it's like if we're going to win the title, it was like we needed Tatum to go up to another level. And now, they are the ones who said that he was the heart and soul. Well, who's going to be the heart and soul now? It has to be Tatum and it has to be Jalen. Specifically Tatum more than anyone else.
And like we might hopefully look back on this as like a key part of Tatum's, particularly Tatum, but maybe Jaylen Brown's development throughout the course of their career, like a real juncture in their career. Okay, Smart left. They had no choice but to up their level of maturity in that area of their game and fully take the reins of the leadership. Might be wishful thinking based on what we've seen so far. I think we know Joe's thoughts on the trade. I think we talked about it on the live stream yesterday, Jake, that of all the people in the world, maybe Joe is like the most qualified person to give the like in memoriam like monologue of Marcus Smart. But big shoes to fill culturally speaking.
I can see both sides. Trust me, I saw that Danger Cart tweet where it's like, how many times have this like now they don't have the guy that teaches them how to hit back. Now it's going to like get punched and go down, let alone figure out that they're actually allowed to be the ones that punch first. Like, but they have to figure it out at some point. And if they don't, then they don't. And we'll be back to square one again one day. But I really see the argument for both sides. And if I'm a Brad believer more than anything else, really. Like every move that he's made right now so far has been nailed. Like the bigger the move, the more of a home run it's been. The Horford move was absolute no-brainer. So like whatever. But the Derek White one, that was like his biggest move, and that's turned out to be one of the best trades of the last couple of years. And this is the biggest one. Is Porzingis the thing that unlocks like the biggest issue with this Celtics team, literally going back to the bubble, has been the crunch time offense? What if Porzingis is the thing that fixes it?
I mean, there's a very good chance that it'll certainly help, but I think it'll depend on, how we fill the hole left by Marcus and potentially Grant and maybe hopefully Malcolm Brogdon. So, there are moves yet to be made. So we don't know the full picture yet. But I mean, we looked at the stats yesterday, defensively and offensively, like Porzingis is a home run. It's purely the injury concerns at this point. I don't think there's going to be any issues chemistry wise as far as how they fit together on the court. It's going to be awesome. And I can't it's total side tangent here. I'm flying up to Byron Bay in a month to hang out with a mate of mine who's moving overseas. And when we hang out, we just like have a few beers, play NBA 2K and FIFA and stuff like that. Just hang out. And I cannot wait to like manually download a user-created version of the future Celtics roster and absolutely dominate him with Porzingis and the Jays. It's going to be so much fun. Hopefully that materializes in real life.
Dude, like the Tatum Zingy pick and roll, pick and pop, dude. He fires from like 32 feet. Like, he's a gunner. Serious range. Like there's like some if I can find it here, like he took 14 3-point attempts in one game, and went 8 for 14 and dropped 36 points. Like the offensive juice that this guy brings is like not a joke.
I think I said it on the pod that, you know, the unrelated, like, lost tapes of First to the Floor, the first pod we did last night. Like, I think the biggest benefit Porzingis gives us is Jalen, Porzingis, while Tatum's on the bench. Like, that just makes Jalen's life so much easier to carry the offense when Tatum's sitting. And, you know, we went through the stats last night. Like, we still suck when Jason Tatum is not on the court.
Yeah.
Like, it does not matter who else is out there. Brogdon, Jalen was bad. Oh,
we have a trade. Dallas is trading Bertans and Cast. So whoever they picked at 10. So
Payson Wallace.
And to OKC. Who would they be wanting to get from OKC? It's not Giddy. It's not. Yeah. We have to be smaller because we're more thin in this screen. What do they need? They need everything, really.
Dort?
No good players.
Shet?
Dort makes 20 mil, so, or Dort makes about 20 mil, so does Bertans.
Dort?
Makes sense.
They would definitely take Dort. Oh, okay, seems number 12 and a traded player exception.
Okay, cool. So pretty close.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah, the TPE might give you a bit more juice on offense than Dort.
We've tried TPE before. It does not help on the court very much.
Yeah, TPEs, dude. That was fun. That's good. That's a good content game there.
Yeah,
it is.
Almost got a custom
my God,
jersey
I'd be
made with
so
TPE
upset
on the back.
So upset if Giddy went to the Mavericks.
There's no way he's worth way more than the 10th pick. That dude is worth a fucking haul now.
Yeah. Well, that's what's going to be interesting. All this new CBA stuff that was apparently supposed to help teams keep their own players, right? The Thunder are going to have to max. They've already maxed Shea. Giddy's going to be a rookie max extension guy. And probably Chet will be a rookie max extension guy.
So they're fucked. Congratulations, NBA. You ruined drafting and building teams.
Like Jalen Williams, he's a 30 million a year.
He's got to be a max guy. Dude, Jalen Williams is awesome.
He's
awesome.
Yeah. He's so far out. How do we get him on our team? That's like just a fearless downhill wing, solid playmaker, defender. What did they draft him? Like 14th last year?
He reminds me of AK. Karolinko, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, big ball handler, can defend all over. Yeah. He's got a better jumper, but the game wasn't, AK, no one needed him to shoot back then. It was just a different game, but just that type of he can be a starter on every single team in the league and be a good player.
Yeah. Man, I was just I just got a little bit of nerves. I'm like, we're getting closer to 25. Mm-hmm. We've still got plenty of time.
They do when do they start going quicker? I guess after the lottery, right? Because if they maintain this pace, Spoonie's going to be up till 3 a.m.
No, I'll be fine. It'll be a little after 10, I think, when we go.
Yeah, right. Okay. At some point, I'm going to duck out and go across the road to the bottle shop and buy some beer because it's draft day, right? But it's only 11 a.m., so I gotta wait a little bit longer.
Well, I typically would definitely be keen, but man, I got sick going into last weekend, and then had all my buddies come down for my 30th, and then we had we went to bed at sunrise on Saturday night.
Whoa, dude, I haven't done that in a long time, man. Yeah. It hits different at 30, doesn't it?
Yeah, my eyeballs hurt still.
It does not get any better. It only gets worse.
My hair is in pain.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just I don't think a beer is a good idea just because I'm trying to get back to full health.
It's a good call.
But I probably will have one.
I've woken up from big nights sort of in my mid-30s and being I think I need to go and get an MRI. Something is deeply
I need
wrong
an IV.
Yeah. I've never had a migraine before, but not last night, the night before, I woke up in the middle of the night just with an insane headache, which lasted 2 hours. I'm I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I was what is going on?
Your life
is
over.
So that's
30.
cool.
Yeah.
What pick do we have? We have
25.
the 25th pick, but Memphis will be making the pick.
That's right.
Yeah, don't freak out when he's got a Grizzly hat on.
Well, look, actually, this could be good because the last time Grizzlies player that wore a Celtics hat that ended up going to the Grizzlies, it was Desmond Bane. And if we get Desmond Bane, it would literally be the perfect.
Can we just try to draft him? Just give it a shot, Brad.
Let's
write his name down. See what happens.
Put it on the card. There's no select Desmond Bane. Nice.
Yeah, my
Good
wife.
value.
My wife, for Father's Day, bought me a bottle of my favorite bourbon. Do you guys have bourbon over there in Australia?
Yeah.
It's kind of an
Yeah.
all right. Okay, just making sure. I figured
we have international trade here.
Yeah, but like I'm in the hotbed, this. But
Yeah.
You probably have this type of bourbon, but
yeah,
it goes down way too easy. And I have like this black walnut bitters, so I just do like a drop or two of that in there. It's dangerous, man, because it's fucking strong. You know what I mean? I have like 2 or 3 glasses of that. I'm like, hey,
he's ready to go out.
Yeah, no, I'm ready to play Diablo 4. That's about it.
I was on a great run of no drinking because my wife and I are going to Vanuatu in a few weeks, and I just, you want to walk around the pool feeling good about yourself. And I totally blew that the other night. Went out for State of Origin, hence why I was hungover on the podcast yesterday. And you would think that after a while of not drinking, like your ability to process and be hungover would be improved. It's not at all. I can tell you from experience. Worse. So I don't know what the lesson is there.
Probably don't drink, but I'm not going to take it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Z Gamer, he doesn't drink. So it's like,
good on you, dude.
Good.
Yeah. I wish I didn't have the taste. What is Hungry Jack's?
It's Burger King.
It's Burger King.
Yes. Yeah.
We've got I'm hungry now.
Yeah. We've got all the chains in West Virginia. It's chain country, baby.
Yeah. Dude, when we went to the States in September and we did like that football trip, man, I love Chick-fil-A, dude. It's just, that's my new favorite one.
It's good. It's good.
You can't get fried chicken just wherever you want in Australia. And which is ridiculous.
I mean, they've got KFC everywhere.
Yeah, but that's terrible. Come on.
Yeah. We have a great Korean fried chicken place, like just down the road, like 5 minutes away. It's too close. It's too easy to get.
Yeah, we have this farm to table restaurant here in Morgantown that like hand batters their own fried chicken, and it is it is killer with like a sweet honey sauce or a hot honey sauce on it. It's baller. Red Rooster. What's that?
That's just like the Western Australian version of KFC.
Okay.
Soda's dangerous as well. I never got into soda, thankfully.
I'm a diet soda guy.
Yeah, I never did the soda. I'm just like tea, water, and beer. Actually, milk. Big milk guy. A lot of Milo.
I love milk. I love milk.
Chocolate milk all day long.
Jet Howard going to Orlando at number 11. And shout out to everyone in the live stream here. We obviously, it's a draft show. We are talking about the draft, but between in lulls between Celtics news and so far in that sense, it's been one big lull. Like we are just like shooting the breeze here. So
the only trade that's happened so far have been like a pick swap from like 7 and 8 and
10 and 12.
10 and 12. This is what's funny. Like every year this happens where it's like, man, I think this draft's gonna be crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking trades. And then
nothing.
It's just like goes chalk, and the Celtics do nothing. So this is good. We can figure out who we're gonna pick.
So Jet Howard is who went. That's
Jet Howard.
That's Juwan's son, I believe.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Played for him at Michigan. Knockdown 3-point shooter, 6'8", power forward type. Looks interesting.
Is there anyone that like you really like that you don't think we're gonna get? Like someone that you're supposed to go in the lottery or something, but like, we're pick 25. We're at pick what already? Like that was pick 11. Like anyone, I feel like anyone could fall now.
I hate to say it, but Grady Dick would be really awesome for us.
Yeah. Okay.
he was projected like late lottery. I mean, he's definitely got defensive concerns, so he could drop.
He's 12th on KOC's board. Like, I'm just saying, like, Cam Whitmore hasn't gone yet, right? Like, he started to fall, and then
I wonder why his jumper. You think?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it Jordan Hawkins? Is he like the big jump shot guy that everyone's frothing over
from UConn? Yeah, big time. He's right in our range too. I wouldn't hate that one bit. Yeah,
sure.
Because like I know, like Cason Wallace was 16th on KOC's board, and he just went number 11, right, or number 10. So like that's a pretty big jump. Let's look. I want to look at old mate Vicini here. Like where did he have Cason Wallace? 14. So like he's gone pretty early for. It seems. Like Lively was 10th overall. He's now like where's Whitmore? Cam Whitmore. Vicini had him at 3, dude.
Wow.
At 3?
Yeah.
3.
Okay. Come on, Whitmore. Drop to us, baby.
Oh, his jumper's not that bad. I mean, he's just like a ball handler, right? I mean, like he just gets to the rack. Oh,
yeah, apparently he's just unreal at getting to the rim.
Yeah. And he get 34% from 3. I mean, that seems learnable. Maybe his jumper's like
dude, we don't make threes in the playoffs anyway. What do we care?
Yeah, right. Just get somebody going to the rim, baby.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, the Beast of the East. I want to see what his jump. It's a little stiff, but it's not like an abomination looking jump shot.
Yeah.
It's not like Sean Marion. There's your guy, Ben.
Here's my guy. Come on, let's go. We can
Shades
get him at
of Kelly
25.
Olynyk.
Yeah. See, look, we got some.
There's a lot of guys I like. I mean, I feel like the drafts nowadays, there's just so much talent in college that like there's so many good players from like 20 to 40. Wow, that looks delicious.
So good. Well, once all the chickens are gone, we got to get through the roosters. That's what it's all about.
Aussie Phil, morning, big dog.
Morning, Aussie
Welcome.
Phil.
Hold on, Aussie Phil.
We're educating.
Wow, yeah, it is literally Burger King. You guys weren't kidding.
Yeah. Educating people on the different fast food in Australia while we talk about who we want to draft. So Lively goes now.
Let's get our format back here. Where are we?
I think it's there you go.
Yeah, because Vicini had Koulibaly gone at 12, and he jumped it.
It's blurry now. Is it? No, I just don't have my glasses on. I'm off it, guys. I'm sorry. It's been a long week. Yeah.
Derek Lively at number 12.
People like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was one of the highest rated centers going into the draft, right?
Yeah. Yeah. He is 7'1".
Yeah. I think he's pure defense, though. I don't think he has much offensive game.
He's a big boy.
Let's see what KOC has to say. Great finisher off rolls and cuts. Oh, he only averaged 5 points a game.
He's no Tristan Vukcevic.
No, definitely not.
He's no Jamie Vakwas, that's for sure.
I'm rooting for Derek Whitehead. That's just that's too good to be true, especially
that would be
man
perfect.
Of the mistress.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
Dude, 6'10", like an 18-year-old athletic sniper, dude.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. It's it'd be a long line of us having guys with similar names. Like we had Ray Allen, Alan Ray, Gerald Green, and Jeff Green. Like we've got colors and
yeah. Well, Kobe Brown could kind of be up there.
Oh, there we go, Jalen and Kobe. Yeah, all right.
Whoever OKC takes here,
Browntown duo.
Whoever OKC takes here, I'm gonna be like, great pick.
Yeah. It's immediately a good fit. It's like Memphis too is kind of like that too, or whoever Memphis takes. I'm just
Can they give us their intel? They're not picking at 25 anymore.
Roddy was my sleeper. Me and Matt Penny talked about him before the draft, and I loved that dude. And Memphis took him, and I was like, I was right. Hadn't played a second in the NBA.
Dave D, it's 11:15 a.m. for us here in Australia, or the east coast of Australia, at least.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
important side of the country.
How
That's
many
right.
time zones you guys got?
Just 3.
3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what? I only found out that there was a third one like 3 years ago.
I actually think there's 4, isn't there? Isn't Adelaide like half an hour behind? Or anyway,
Yeah,
no
I think
no
so.
one
Well, and
cares.
technically, Queensland doesn't do daylight savings. So like when we're like
Arizona's like that, I'm pretty sure. New Mexico,
right?
So unnecessary.
Yeah,
Just-
I'll bring up a map. Not really.
fuck it.
I had I don't know how it came up, but like I was like, I don't think I could actually label like 12 states in America. It's just like everything in the middle is there's just so many. And my dad was like, I reckon I could do it. And he got pretty close. He got like 46 right.
Damn,
I was like,
nice.
right.
Sorry, go. No, go.
Well, I was just going to say, I think I got half of it locked down after all those FanDuel ad reads. At least the state abbreviations.
No, but you got to put them on a map. It's impossible.
Yeah, but like we both went to American schools, right, Jake? So I feel like there's a bit of inherited knowledge there from our American buddies growing up. Not that we're all just hanging around looking at maps all the time.
Well, it's like all my friends were not from Arkansas, Alabama, Nebraska, Albuquerque, Kansas, like the middle of America. There's like 30 states.
Correct.
And
yeah.
They like, yeah. And
what
even
do you guys
like
got 6?
Yeah.
And 1 territory, 2 territories, 5 states, 2 territories.
And and 3 of them are literally named Western Australia, Northern Territory, South Australia. So that's like half is literally all you need to know is north, south, and west. And you're good to go.
Is Queensland one of them?
There you go.
Yeah, you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's our redneck state.
Yeah, it's our Florida.
Yeah. This is where my grandparents live every Christmas.
I'll stop talking shit.
No, it's beautiful. I love it up there. But it's
sounds like West Virginia.
Yeah. Honestly, though, like when I went to the South last September, Dallas, Nashville, and Austin, definitely felt it in Nashville the most. But like people are so much nicer in
Southern
the
hospitality.
States.
It's a thing.
It's
like
real.
So much nicer than when I go to specifically New York and Philly. Boston people seem to be pretty nice, but it's just more like people want to go out of their way to like talk to you, which is fine. But like in the South, everybody's just like friendly, want to chat. Where are you from? This is crazy. Buy your beer. I'm like, I like these people.
I went to a petrol station in Memphis, and the kid, when he heard my accent, was like, "Do you guys ride around in kangaroos there?" And I looked at him deadpan. I was like, "Yes, we do." And he was like, "Oh," like he just. And then I walked away, and my wife kind of gave me some shit for like fucking with this kid, but like, if he was naive enough to ask that seriously, then I was gonna fuck with him a little bit, but he meant it. And now he thinks that we all ride around in kangaroos.
Once you get south of the Mason-Dixon, the schools are not very good.
I was gonna say I would venture a guess that like 80%, or not 80%, a good chunk of America can't label the states either. So
for sure not. For sure not. Yeah, no doubt about it. Like most people I've met here, like they could not put the New England states together. There's no way they would know which one's Vermont and which one's New Hampshire.
Dude, that's hard. They're all like right next to each other, and they're just like little whatever's. Oh, actually, that's a good topic. So we now own someone else's pick, which we haven't owned for a while. So we had like a good decade there where let me get some of that TPE action. So what is Dan Greenberg trying to say?
I would imagine there's some connection with the whole idea of a Grant to Dallas sign and trade. Does them having a TPE help them ingest Grant? Not really, because we want assets back.
Well, getting off Bertans helps them get way under like the aprons. So
sure. Yeah.
Okay. Because you're going to get hard capped at the first apron if you take somebody on with a sign and trade. So they've got to be pretty low down there in order to take a sign and trade guy on. So maybe that is signify that they're interested in a sign and trade with Grant down the line here.
It's funny. Grant's role in Dallas would be basically identical, right? Like it's heliocentric, Luka just kicking out to Grant, knocking it down at 40%. really. And then I guess, he gives them a lot as far as like his switchability on defense and stuff like that.
He's
I will
like a
miss Grant.
Maxi Kleber replacement.
Sure.
Man, the Thunder, dude, like at some point, I guess all their guys are still on cheap contracts for another couple of years, but it's like, how many picks can they take on, dude, for freaking bad money?
I know. It's insane.
Or
I
do
guess they are waiting for some young superstar to get loose, and they're going to be like, here's 6 picks. We're adding them to Shea and Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, this is my concern is the Booker trade request when the Suns blow up is, go get Dick Brad. I thought it said go get Dick Hard. And you know what?
That threw me for a second. And I forgot that there was a prospect with the name Dick there. So it kind of fucked with me for a second. I'm gonna drop out for a minute, guys. I'll be right back.
The Boston White Dick.
Boston, he'd fit right in.
Yeah,
fit right in.
Boston would love him.
Would you be able to get over your
Oh, I hated Smart when he came because he's a Big 12 guy too, and Smart is. Look, I can
don't hate Smart anymore.
No, exactly. Now he's one of my favorite. It took me about like a handful of games to love Marcus Smart on the Celtics.
So yeah,
but
literally 5 seconds.
Playing against him, dude.
Oh yeah.
He's annoying, bro. Like he's really hateable.
Yeah. Well, so the Grizzlies have never beaten the Celtics in the Ja Morant era.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, man. We always kill them. I feel like too.
Well, I have a prediction that they're going to beat us this year.
Beat us, yeah.
And
Smart's going to go for like 20. Yeah.
Or he'll shoot them out of the game and no in between.
Well, maybe one of each. We go 1-1 with them. That's probably what will happen.
Yes. I saw Trey tweet out. It's like Marcus Smart takes a charge on Jason Tatum. He's going to like hit like a shotgun to the chest.
Yeah, it's going to hurt so bad.
Yeah, man. Do you...
we got a question here from SS Austin. Do we think he's going to cook anything up or just take the pick? I think take the pick.
Yeah, I mean, the way the draft's going so far makes me feel like he's just going to take just draft whoever. We're up to pick 13.
If Whitmore's there, bro.
I mean, surely he can't fall all the way to 25, right?
I would be shocked, but I don't know. Here, let me download some of his highlights here. We can run those. But he's a friggin' baller, dude. There's a lot of guys I like.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Come on.
Oh gosh. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we'll see, man. It's like one of those things where now I'm getting excited for the pick.
Yeah.
And we'll probably trade it at this point, but
yeah, dude. SS Austin. I'm all about Jamie Jacques. Something. Yeah, he gives me so many Derek White vibes. Jamie Jacques Jr.
Yeah, I said he reminds me of Austin Reeves, man.
Yeah. He's thick
shifty. Too. Yeah, he's a big dude. Like he can easily play the 4. He can definitely play the 4.
That's the kind of guy we want, right? Like just a versatile, do everything, maybe do a little bit of ball handling for you. Someone who's not going to turn the ball over.
Is a connector, like Derek, like you said, man. Like he's a dude. He's going to get the ball. He's going to make a quick decision.
Yeah. So I actually think he's Mexican.
Yeah, I think he is too.
I don't know why. I think the Wembanyama things and
it's a romance language. Yeah, it's all the same.
I don't have a Mexican accent in me right now.
Oh, we'll get all of Mexico because I remember when Eduardo. I went to Mexico a couple times in high school and stayed with a family, and like Eduardo Nájera was in the NBA at the time, and people would ask me, they'd like find out I'm into basketball. They would ask me about Eduardo Nájera because he was like the first Mexican to ever play in the NBA. Like we will get the whole country behind us, dude.
It's that's why Brogdon for Dorian Finney-Smith and Patty Mills trade. Like you want the Aussie vibes.
Hell yeah.
And then we move Pritchard for like a 2nd round pick. Dude, if we could get Fultz, oh my god. Oh my god.
Some Cam Whitmore highlights. Like that jumper isn't perfect. Oh, of course. It's one that shows all his shots. All right, we'll get the actual look at it.
Here we go.
Okay.
Doesn't,
All right. Not a good start.
Doesn't look gross to me or anything, though.
No, definitely not. That's a good pass out of the double.
I don't know. Look, we just traded it,
I want to see him get into the rim.
The heart and soul that okay, that was good. The heart and soul that couldn't shoot.
Yeah, we'll get it right back.
Who cares, dude?
I think he is a dog too.
Yeah, we need a dog, right? Like that's just without question.
Yeah, I think I just don't think the Magic are in a position where they'd be interested in trading any of their young guys to us.
Me neither.
I just don't see what they really want from us.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're going to trade Suggs for the 25th pick. He was just like the 5th pick in the draft, 2 years ago. So I just don't see it working.
They might be willing to move off Cole Anthony, who I actually like, but you have to move Brogdon then, I think, because Anthony's just kind of like Brogdon. Better passer, I would say.
Yeah, I don't love Brogdon's not a great defensive player, but just being 6 foot. Oh, there we go, Cam. Just being 6'5" is so much more valuable. I mean, Anthony is tiny, man, tiny.
But he's like super athletic.
Yeah. Oh, he's so quick. Like you cannot stay in front of that dude.
Yeah, and he's like a pretty serious ups as well.
He's a beast, man.
Yeah. All right, Cam. So why is he falling?
Well, he did open this game up with 4 straight threes. Maybe shot selection's a problem.
Yeah. I was when I was listening to the Rosillo KOC pod about the Porzingis trade yesterday. Because talking about dogs. Because I feel like Porzingis has like a soft label. I would say, which I think is probably fair. Oh, Grady Dick to Toronto.
Oh, of course, dude. Of course. Oh,
they need shooting so badly.
They do. They really do.
They're just in no man's land, though.
I know. They've got to trade Siakam and OG. Like, it's insane they haven't traded those guys because Van Vliet's already said he's gone, right?
Pretty much. I think technically he could still re-sign.
Yeah, definitely.
But even if he does, they're still like.
That's probably worse, right? Because
Whatever.
you're even more like dialed into that sort of mediocre area.
Yeah, I just don't see how they get to it. Like the only way they get to a new level, because Siakam's almost 30 already, right?
Mm-hmm. I think it's 28, 29. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the only way that they get to contender status right now is Scotty Barnes going, yes, he's 29 already, Siakam.
29, yeah. And look, OG's not like 21 anymore, right? He's got to be 26.
Yeah, he's 25.
Damn,
but he turns 26 in July.
Okay, so basically 26 next year. So yeah, like the clock is ticking, man. You're gonna waste another year.
Yeah, Siakam makes sense to trade. Like keeping Anunoby at age 25 is whatever. But by the time Scotty Barnes is like ready to actually compete, Siakam's gonna be like 32, 33.
Yeah, and I'm a Scotty Barnes hater. I always have been.
Oh, interesting.
Like, yeah,
I liked him. I kind of like the idea of him, but it got way out of hand where it was like I was on a Toronto Raptors Twitter Spaces and I heard him compared to like Giannis, Magic Johnson, like in the same sentence, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, that's classic Toronto. Siakam's better than Tatum too, by the way.
Oh man.
Cam Whitmore is a wing. He's a perfect sized wing, like 6'7", I think.
Yeah. 6'6", 6'9" wingspan, 18.
Yeah,
interesting. So Whitmore's the only guy that's really dropping, because Taylor Hendricks is gone as well, right?
Yeah, he went to Utah.
Yeah, nice. I like that pick for them.
I mean, one of these athletic shooters is going to fall to it. Like, do you know anything about Bryce Sensabaugh from Ohio State?
I've seen people talking about how much they like him on Twitter.
Yeah, so he shot 40% from 3, 6'6".
Okay.
There's the kid from Jordan Hawkins rather, from UConn. He's a good size shooter, 6'4". So there's gonna be guys like Nick Smith. I think he's more of a straight scorer, but like there's gonna be a lot of talent at 25.
Colby Jones.
I don't know anything about him. Oh, Yeah. The Xavier. Okay. From Xavier, 38%.
21.
Yeah.
Played 3 years in at Xavier, 6'5". Let's have a look here. Good sturdy frame for an NBA wing. Has some ball skills.
I like that.
Big standing reach, 8'7", functional athlete, good intersection of strength and quickness. Well-rounded game. I like that. Smart player, high basketball IQ, plays with a high motor, hits the glass for a backcourt player. Really good in transition because of his ability to play in passing lanes, forces steals, grab rebounds. Good ball handler for his size. We like that. Real poise and polish. Has great pace to his handle.
Sounds D Whitey to me, man. Connective tissue, can make an open three here and there. Like, all right.
Sharp scorer.
Yeah.
Shield
decision
ball.
maker.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
Not a particularly explosive athlete. Doesn't have a good. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. It's like like Derek White.
Yeah, we traded the 25th pick, man.
What?
Yeah.
What?
We don't know for what yet.
Yeah, there's just report the 25 is gone and they're getting details.
You're fucking with me. You guys are fucking with me. Fuck you. This is an emotional time. Come on. I'm still recovering from the smart trade.
Can you scroll the draft board down? You see how we're getting cut off there.
Pick 14, Pelicans coming in.
Yeah, we're back. I fixed it before I fixed my camera.
No, the board.
Oh,
the other side, not Twitter. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Grady Dick went RIP to Toronto, the most hateable player in the draft, to one of the most hateable teams in the NBA. So that's perfect.
The Mavericks are active in the trade market.
To use their new $17 million exception.
It's not big enough for Brogdon.
No.
I don't know, man. If Cam Whitmore falls to fucking 25, chip on his shoulder, dude that's like a dog that gets to the rim, that sounds like a perfect Boston player to me. Did he like upload a video of him like doing lines of drugs and then that's why he's dropping? Like, why
was the dude the
Jeremy Tunsil. Laremy Tunsil, whatever his name
Jeremy
is.
Tunsil, yeah, he's hitting the gas mask. Yeah.
The bong gas mask.
Yeah. Which, like, not a reason to fall in the draft, really.
No, he was good too.
Yeah. Like, how many college players are smoking bongs? Literally every single
Kevin
one.
Durant was high in his interview with David Letterman. High all the time.
Yeah.
I was gonna say KD appears to be one of the 24/7 high type of guys.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is fine. I don't care, man. Whatever.
That's why he hasn't won any real titles, bro.
Too lazy. Lacks motivation.
Creative though.
There goes Jordan Hawkins.
That's all right. I already given up on him.
We've already moved on. We've got a new guy we're in love with.
I heard Whitmore. Cam Whitmore? Is that the name?
Yeah, dude. Vicini has him mocked at 3, and we're down at 14 now.
Yeah, I trust Vicini's my number 1 draft guy. Like, I trust him the most. I feel like he's right. I feel like he's one of the most accurate for like the projecting into the NBA.
Yeah, for sure. Fellow Aussie located down in Melbourne there.
That's wild. Like, did he do you know the background behind why he's moving in Australia?
I don't. I'd love to have him on the pod and talk to him about it. I think Spoonie, you and him exchanged messages, but obviously this is an insanely busy time of year for him, so that's kind of on hold.
Yeah, no. But like after today,
we exchanged messages a while ago, and I didn't rekindle yet. My bad. Work's been busy, guys. I'm sorry.
No, we're all in the same boat.
Greeny didn't reply to my DMs in the middle of the stream yesterday because we were like, "Who's the most qualified person to talk about?"
Aside from Joe,
is probably Greeny. So I DM'd him like, "Hey, if you want to come on and chat," but I think he was just a puddle on the floor.
Ben, if you bring that Grady Dick picture up again, I'm leaving.
Oh man, my finger is like hovering on the button. I'll move on.
I would not actually leave. So
I am completely taken aback by that suit choice. I know it's not like meant to be the focus of the day. I don't know if bold is the right word. I was going to call it the boldest outfit choice. Bold maybe isn't right. but we're hovering in the neighborhood of boldness with that choice. It's bizarre.
Yeah. So Z Gamer says Whitmore's medicals are red flagging him.
Perfect.
That's what happened to Brogdon. He went in the second round.
Bring him in. Porzingis, Rob, Brogdon, Al, Whitmore. Fuck it.
Jalen kind of sneaky has always
kind of
gets banged up.
Just stop gardening, dude.
I know, right? Quit fucking watering your plants.
God damn,
Sprinkler
bro.
system.
Yeah.
2 words, sprinkler system.
You are rich enough to hire someone.
If you sign this Supermax and don't have a team of gardeners, I'll be furious.
Yeah. Plastic pots for your plants as well as an option. Doesn't break.
Yeah,
Doesn't cut you. There's so many ways around it.
Do you think that was real? A real story?
It's up there. Like I bring this up every year in the off season, like the all-time NBA fly on the wall moments, and that's up there in the top 10. I think. Like what actually happened?
Like no one slices their hand that badly. Fucking picking up glass, dude.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's like got relationship problems, and he's sort of angrily grabbing.
Wow, that's a lot of speculation. Wow, that was a big jump.
I'm just trying to think like what are the circumstances? He's
Maybe he was beating his dog so hard.
His dog fought back.
Fat Grady Dick. Grady Chode. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe he was like trying to prevent someone else from getting cut, like how you might throw yourself in front of someone.
Heroic act. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, heroic act. There you go.
Kobe Buffkin for the Hawks. Is this guy being comped to Ray Allen? Is that what's happening on my screen right now?
Our guy Zach, I'm D Zach. He just jinxed Cody Buffkin.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
This is the Kobe generation, right? So what these kids would be like 20 years old. Kobe's at like his first peak in 2003. A lot of Kobe's being born, it seems.
Yeah.
That's my analysis.
Kobe Buffkin, 6'4", 19, 36% from 3 this year. 14
Two-way
again.
player.
Yeah.
All right.
Did we talked about the Warriors getting like we almost got there. Like
CP3?
Yeah. Like from a regular season standpoint, they're not going to be trying too hard, right?
No.
He's
going to play like 40 games.
Yeah. They're like a Draymond Green leaves in free agency and a Steph Curry injury away from us getting the 5th pick. I don't know.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Like Curry, like he's not.
Yeah.
I mean, he's had injury plagued seasons and they are awful when he doesn't play. So, Ben, what was that heat you had? How many first round picks do we have included in that going to Orlando?
Just one.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you can't see.
Wendell Carter and Fultz.
Yeah. It's the 2026 first round pick, unprotected, Grant Williams and Malcolm Brogdon to the Magic for Fultz and Wendell Carter Jr. I would do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that's not the swap. Yeah. That's not the swap. That's
we get 2 of the best. We get 2 of the 4 best players.
Yeah, not going to happen. But one could dream. That's what these streams are all about.
Aussie Phil, I think that was CBA related, the CP3 pool trade, because Golden State's already in cap hell. They're way over the luxury tax. That every year they break their own record for highest amount of luxury. They're in the repeater already. So they needed to add CP3 isn't expiring. So I imagine they'll try and bring them back on like, $8 million a year or something like that after this year. So that's what that was all about for them. They just needed to get off money.
Yeah. And Poole clearly didn't have a lot of value.
Yeah. Way less than I expected too, man. Like I don't rate Poole super high, but dude, he had his playoff moments. Like he's not bad.
Yeah, he hit like 3 half-court shots against the Celtics in the finals.
We should have known at that point. We were doomed.
That was his peak. That's no question going to be his peak. That was it for him.
Yeah.
I mean, I think peak stats are ahead of him playing in that environment in Washington. He's going to be playing alongside Danilo Gallinari, former Celtic great, and Mike Muscala, the Moose, former Celtic great. So plenty of options there for Poole to score.
when Moose has to be like up there as far as most teams played in the NBA. It's like Ish Smith and Moose. Like Moose, he's got to be there. He played for 3 teams this year.
Who was the point guard? Was it Antonio Daniels? Was that his name?
He's definitely a player.
Yeah. Andre Miller played for a ton of teams too.
Yeah.
Moose,
Shamit's on track.
Shamit, yeah, that's a good one.
He's been traded 5 times already, dude.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, Muscala has played for he played for Rio Natura Monbus in some other country. He played for the Hawks. He played for the Fort Wayne Mad Ants, the Erie Bayhawks, the 76ers, the Lakers, OKC, and then the Boston Celtics. So it's all over the road.
Utah had some conversations on trading New Orleans 9 and 16, but appear to be standing pat. Conte George has been high on board for number 16.
Interesting. That's
one
way to put it. Yeah.
Barely makes sense.
I once when I was in private practice,
only 6 teams
practicing law, I represented the Fort Wayne local newspaper in an issue. So there you go.
Nice.
That's right. One connection to Fort Wayne.
The best named team in the country.
Hell yeah.
Did you win?
I honestly don't remember. I truly don't remember what it was about, but it's the guy who owns the Pirates, Bob Nutting, was a client, not mine. Like I was way down the line. I just got assigned work, but you know what I mean? And how he's rich is he owns a bunch of newspapers. So that's how we got. Yeah. But yeah, it's very boring. I don't remember what it was about, but whenever I hear Fort Wayne, I'm just like, I had Googled where it was. I was like, what is this place?
Well,
wait,
yeah.
Go ahead, Jake.
I was going to say Ryan Bernardoni's. I want to read his. Cam Whitmore forced the Celtics like Rob Williams, and like Rob Williams proves both the talent and injury projections correct. Perfect.
Danger Cart's been in a dark place.
Yeah, dude.
The last 12 hours, dude.
A lot of people have been in a dark place. Sam Sheehan's like falling apart. Bird stash. It's just.
I got a lot of hate on a tweet I had yesterday where I said Grant Williams makes a lot of sense next to Porzingis, which I stand by. I think they do make a lot of sense together.
Absolutely.
But people did not like that.
What's the knock there? I don't get it.
A lot of LMAO, LOL, no, he doesn't. Like, you know, those were there was nothing
strong
like,
arguments.
Yeah, there was nothing like, well, actually, you need to worry about the rebounding because Grant's a blowout. You know, like, would be a decent argument. But no, it was just like, look at this idiot.
Yeah, we've all been in a dark place.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dude, I don't understand. It would be a potent offensive lineup where you go Grant at the 4 with Porzingis at the 5. I don't understand.
And the issue with Grant is you lose rim protection, but that's Zingis's game. So you switch 1 through 4, have Zingis and drop. Like, I don't know. I think it makes a lot of sense.
I would love if you could pick one skill for Grant to get better at. Screen navigation would be high on the list. He's not built for screen navigation.
No, it's tough when you're that thick. He needs to talk to Smart because Smart's really not either, but he was incredible.
But he's Wolverine, dude.
Yeah, I know. Just teleported around screens. Yeah.
Wolverine superior to Batman. That's I can never forget the fact that Grant Williams dressed up as Batman and took an interview in character, like in the NBA profession. He did that. Like that's got to be unprecedented, right?
That's hilarious.
Oh,
It's absolutely fucking crazy that he did that. And it was pretty cringe as well.
Oh,
like you got the sense from all the media in the room and then all the pods afterwards from people on the beat that it was like, okay.
Really awkward.
Yeah.
And then like NBC Boston are always like kind of leaning into all of the memification of the team and like trying to ask like Tatum about it. And he's like, I don't know, man.
I'm not calling no grown man Batman or something like that.
Yeah. That was the best part during that interview when he's like backs against the wall in the locker room. You just hear Tatum being like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Shut the hell up, dude.
Yeah.
But this is why people say he's annoying, but I actually think he feels an important role. Like in a friendship group, it's great. You got to have a guy that everybody can just roast.
Oh, yeah.
And he loves it. You know, it's like, He's literally bringing it on himself. He literally dressed up as Batman, like
to be about to walk down like the runway into the arena and not have that better part of you be like, hang on, this is not a good idea. And I had not get into that. That takes
what have
balls,
I done?
Takes courage.
What have I done? There's no what have I done button for Grant.
I'll be right back, guys.
No
Oh.
worries. What do
Did you
what
get
do you
food?
got? Me?
Yeah. Did you get food or beer?
I got beer.
Nice.
I got a Stone and Wood.
Oh.
Where is it? Green lager. There we
Oh
go.
yeah. Oh yeah.
From sunny Byron Bay.
That's the good stuff.
Good stuff.
That's the good stuff.
Yeah, I've been pretty well behaved lately, so I don't feel too guilty about this. I'm glued to the tweet deck here, man. I really expected. I know, like you were talking about, things don't usually happen that early, and like we're further back, we're sitting further back in the first round.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I'm juiced now, as I'm sure everyone else here is. Like after what happened yesterday, like this just feels like negative joy. Like it's below zero in terms of like what I expected to be happening, and the reason why we started streaming like 5 minutes before the draft started. Right? Expected.
Yeah. But this is the hype machine. This is why everybody's here watching. They hooked us. Little trade rumors, Woj, Shams, everybody's talking.
Yep.
And then yesterday, right? Like that was like Brad fed right into it. We had as dramatic as a trade day as you can have. Not only did we get the trade, we got 3-team trade, falls through. You have 90 minutes to get the trade done. Otherwise, it can't happen. And everybody's up waiting, refreshing Twitter. And then we get a more dramatic trade on top of the already dramatic situation. So everybody goes to sleep being like, oh, yeah, baby, we're going to get trades.
Yeah.
But we're not.
Even just like, so the roller coaster, I think we're still on it, right? Like we're at that part of the roller coaster where it's like click, 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 click as you're going up. Like we're about to have another like, whoa moment. But yesterday, like, okay, so I'm talking in Australian time zone speak here, but like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., the Porzingis stuff starts to come in. Then we do the pod at like 11 a.m. Like, oh yeah, like it's as good as done. We're getting Porzingis. Then at about 3 p.m., oh, it's fallen apart. The sides have walked away. It's not happening. 10 minutes after that, well, they're actually trying to engage the Wizards directly now to make this happen. Oh, we're back on. Then 10 minutes to midnight, you and I, Jake, we set up a live stream. Like something might happen here. Let's just be online in case it does happen. And then a few minutes towards midnight, we get, yep, it's happening. We're like, yes, all right. Say la vie, Malcolm Brogdon, Porzingis, welcome aboard. And then a few minutes later, the drop, and it's up on our Twitter feed because we downloaded the recording and clipped it for socials. Our live reaction to like the moment that it was announced that Marcus Smart was being traded, and the pit of despair that followed. And then so zooming out a bit, like we're still on that same roller coaster. Like something's probably going to happen here. So like what a wild 48 hours, and I can't think of a comparable 48 hours in my life as a Celtics fan to this.
No,
it's just been crazy.
I just put the link to the tweet in the chat if you want to watch the like 90-second reaction.
Yeah. It's short. It's very modern, attention span friendly.
Yeah, because like the IT trade, like it didn't hurt as bad as this.
I was pumped.
Yeah,
and it was just one thing, right? It was just like IT trade, not like, whoa, what's happening? Oh my god!
Exactly. So I don't think that one's comparable, and that's the only like major trade I can think of that kind of felt like, whoa, this is like a seismic change in the team culture.
Because even Pierce and Garnett, it was just like, yeah, okay, like fair enough. And how they went out to, was it a sweep to the Knicks in 2013? They almost came back and won.
I think it was 6.
Right. Okay. Yeah, maybe it was.
Because didn't they wear like the Knicks dressed in like all black for our funeral and we won? Right? Didn't that happen? Am I making that up?
I thought the Wizards did something like that at some point.
Yeah, I think that was the Wizards, and we won. We can solve this. If only we had all of the world's information at our fingertips. Celtics 2013 playoffs. We'll get there, folks.
Tommaso Minetti.
Yeah, you're right. At this 6 games. 6 games.
I want to say Cam Whitmore, but the fact that he's falling this far is starting to make me a little nervous.
Yeah, Cam Whitmore seems like it's already been talked about, but Robert Williams style, like if he falls this far. For me, I haven't really brought up this guy yet, but Tristan Vukcevic, I think.
Let it go, Ben.
All right, you go, Spoonie. Bring something of substance.
I'm just gloating in my memory here. The Knicks did wear funeral attire to Game 4 and lost. So
oh wow, okay, there you go.
I remember that. I will never forget that disrespect from Kenyon Martin.
Was it the Melo team?
It was.
Yeah,
Pablo Prigioni, Jason Kidd, Melo,
Smith,
Tyson Chandler, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, James Nagy, he was someone that we talked about in the in our draft preview. He's like the definition of dimensions. 6'11", 7'7" wingspan, super athletic, but like started playing basketball when he was 13. Can't really do anything besides lob and play drop defense. But when you're 6'11", super athletic with a 7'6" wingspan, yeah, that can work. Yeah, drafting Stas Nagy, he was already getting like minutes for Barcelona. Like that's like one of the best teams in the world. Like you could not ask for a better spot to draft and stash someone. The problem is, I feel like we actually need someone that can play.
With Rob and Zingis, dude, for sure.
Or I don't know, someone that can like draft a player that can play soon. Like someone that could be in the rotation maybe this year.
Yeah. And I think even if it's a big, I think a big will have a role with those two guys. So dude, that guy I randomly stumbled upon, that Trace Jackson Davis.
Yeah, I like him.
Was looking up a little bit more of him today. Like I kind of like him a lot.
Okay, big board.
Well, Forsberg had Trace Jackson Davis as well, and I believe Forsberg has plagiarized Spoonie in the past, and it was after our pod as well. So who knows?
Interesting.
He admitted on air he plagiarized me.
All right, so I don't know if you guys follow Ben Pfeiffer.
I've seen his tweets. I'm not sure I follow him though.
I'm gonna screenshot this and then I'm gonna upload it because he's like, as far as draft Twitter goes, everybody really respects him. And after the trade went through tomorrow, we went up to 25. He was like, "This is where I got the Derek Whitehead." But he was like, Tariq Whitehead, Jet Howard, Brandon Podziemski, James Nagy, and Sensabaugh. So those are some names that I'm looking out for as well from like a guy that I have follow a lot and that people seem to really believe in his draft analysis. So, and I've seen a lot of people talk about Sensabaugh in general.
My concern with Sensabaugh is I believe he is allergic to passing. Like I think he is like a Brogdon-esque type of, like he just does not pass.
Okay, but
but he can score. He's a bucket though.
But he's a bucket, dude.
It,
so whatever. Yeah. Wow. So 16 points a game, 5 rebounds, 1.2 assists.
Yeah, and he's a guard.
Okay, he's 6'6" though.
Yeah,
it's a big guard. Can he defend?
KOC has him like TJ Warren. I think that's a really good comp for him. Just like come off the bench for 20 minutes a game and shoot as much as you want, buddy.
Right.
I agree, clean music lover. I mean, but like when you're picking 25th, all these guys are going to have serious warts.
Yeah.
So
yeah, just pick the guy that also has a 2-to-1 assist turnover ratio.
Yeah, maybe not the guy with the 1-to-2.
Yeah, I don't. I might be out on that one. That's not
already got one of those.
Yeah.
We can't have that because look, by losing Smart, we have a playmaking hole, right?
Yeah, big time.
So who else was on that list? It was Jet Howard.
He's gone.
He's gone already.
Yeah, he got.
Have you guys covered the like the reasons why Cam Whitmore is dropping?
Yeah, injuries.
Yeah, and there's a quote here. This is from a USA Today article from an Eastern Conference executive. At the Hoop Summit, Whitmore was not a practice type player and didn't look very good during the week. But once he played, he was one of the better players in the game. That's going to have to change at the NBA level. He's going to have to exert some effort, some ability, and some skill level in practice for a head coach to put him in the game. He's not going to be guaranteed minutes like he probably was at Villanova. And then another executive shared there have been some concerns over Cam Whitmore's medicals, which could cause a few teams to pass in the mid-lottery. So that's where we're at. So That's someone that Brad Stevens can turn around. Intense, crazy Joe Mazzulla could turn around.
Yeah, easily.
Maybe not.
Get him in there. All right. But, bring over Beggs, so these guys don't really matter. Bring over the big dog. But it's hard to argue against Derek Whitehead right now. Like, I mean, that's if you want to try and fix the soul of the team, you just bring in a Derek Whitehead. That feels like genius.
Yeah.
The Lakers have made their pick. Jalen Hood Jafino at number 17 as LeBron hangs up the phone, dusts his hands, work done.
And makes some taco. Oh, no, that's Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Thursday.
This is hilarious. I cannot believe that there's no trades. It's hilarious to me.
There's been one or two.
But like, whoa, Davis Bertans on the move.
Yeah.
And they confirmed the move down from 7 to 8 for Indy. 2 2028 second round picks.
Yeah. Wow. Blockbuster.
Fireworks.
What's next? How can we top that?
Yeah. Okay. And other ones, Brandon Podzimski. Let's have a look at where he is mocked in Vicini.
Oh, I've been a fan of B-Pods for a long time.
Oh, B-Pod.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he going to have his own podcast? Because the name is right there for him.
Holy shit, he shot 44% from 3.
What?
Whoa.
Oh, do you have the attempts?
6 a game.
Wow.
Which in
That's
college,
actually
that's
solid.
a shitload in college.
Where is he on this thing?
KOC's got him at 23 on his big board. 3.7 to 2.3 turnovers, assists to turnovers, so not bad.
Whoa. Vicini has him at 42.
Ooh. He played in Santa Clara, so he played in the WCC, which is not a good conference.
Yeah, because he went from Illinois Big Ten to the WCC.
Yeah.
For some reason, because he was only playing. I'm guessing he wasn't playing because he was averaging 1.4, 0.9.
That feels like a red flag. It is not Friday, Aussie Phil. Get out of here.
It's Friday for us. Let's go.
Wacky Australians.
We've got James Nagy at 23.
Yeah.
According to KOC.
All right.
What's old mate's last name?
Pod something? Podzimski?
Oh, I was on the big board, not the mock draft. Sorry.
Okay, got it. Yeah, here we go. 21. Okay.
So let's see what I'll read weaknesses for
B-Pods.
Yeah, just because Vicini has him so low. He's below 6'4" without shoes and only a 6'5.5" wingspan. So no dimensions.
Terrible defender, according to KFC.
No.
Yeah, I'm out.
So what is he then? Just a shooter?
Straight shooter.
We don't need that, Ben Pfeiffer. Come on.
I'd rather go Ben Shepherd instead of that dude.
The Shep dog.
Yeah, big Sheps.
Shepinator.
Been a fan for a long time. At least 36 hours.
I feel pretty optimistic because this Trace Jackson, what's his face guy, like he's going to be available surely, right? Because he's marked like the lowest at like 30. So 25, like worst case, he looks great. Obviously, it's hard to evaluate guys, based on mocks and YouTube highlights and stuff like that. But it looks pretty damn good.
Which guy? Sorry.
Trace Jackson Davis, like the guy with the most dynamic highlights that Spoonie.
Oh yeah.
On our pods a couple of days ago.
Yeah. Yes. Vicini has him 39th.
He's old. He's 23
good for
already. Yeah, right. For us, it makes sense, but for a lot of these teams, they're not interested in a 23-year-old rookie.
This old bastard, 23 years old.
I know. Yeah. That's what
he
Brandon
looks old
Wright.
in his photo.
Like that's Brandon Wright's profile, though. He was old. He was like a high flyer, just like played super hard, solid enough on defense. So. I'd take Brandon Wright right now. That's his name, right? The guy on Memphis?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Is Chris Murray gone? I think he's gone, right?
We got the draft board right here.
I don't think
Chris Murray, I don't see him on it.
All right, because he's still kind of high up the board here. Iowa, 22 years old, 6'7", 7 foot wingspan. Play either the 3 or the 4 with ease. Intersection of power and athleticism. Covering ground quickly through contact. Plays with long strides. Get to the rim. Good leaper. What about his skills though? The goal here is a bigger 3 and D forward. 33.5% from 3.
This is what's his name?
Keegan Murray's brother.
Keegan Murray's brother. Yeah, okay.
All right, I like that. Great, good defender. Just a big dude, big tough dude that does stuff.
He's built exactly like his brother. He's just kind of not as talented.
Not super fluid. Not quite as a versatile shooter, obviously, because Keegan went 4th in the draft. All right, look, solid rotation player, lineup flexibility, 6'8". I like 6'8" guys who can do stuff.
Thank you, Joe. It's Brandon Clark.
Oh yeah,
Brandon Wright is I remember. Yeah, I used to love Brandon Wright on 2K back in the day.
I was thinking Brandon Clark. I
Yeah.
just wasn't paying attention.
I for some reason I was like, man, that doesn't sound right.
It's all right. We can scrub that before we upload this to YouTube.
Thank you, appreciate
All right.
it.
I get ready for the Heat to pick someone that everybody's upset with, and like, oh fuck, of course they got this person.
I bet it's Jamie Jaquez.
No,
Oh god.
that's a
That would be
great
bad.
call. Oh no, no. Cam Whitmore, poor guy, dude.
Twitter, have some good zingers there. We've got Cam Whitless. We've got Cam Waitmore, which I think is probably
That's
top of the list
much
right
better.
now. I'm assuming he's a green room guy, so that's got to be tough.
Yeah, he was like top 5, right?
Yeah, I just saw his sad face on the screen here.
This is a good question from some guy somewhere if you want to do that.
What was some of the big draft surprises for y'all that a team made in the last decade?
So many.
Oh my god!
Did I call it? Did I call it?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Jamie Jaquez Jr.
God,
that's such a
damn
good
it.
pick, right? Like,
God damn it!
Damn it, man.
You called it.
Yeah.
That's
it
your
just
fault.
felt so perfect. It is.
Yeah.
It's all. Yeah. Pat Riley's got my house bugged.
Yeah.
yeah, or he's on the stream.
Yeah.
Shit. Just don't like it when good things happen to Miami.
I know.
No, dude.
I know.
Why do they even have a pick? This is the thing. I can't believe it. They got an 18th pick and they made the finals. It's the worst. When Tyrese Halliburton fell and the Suns let him fall, like they took Jalen Smith. I remember everybody was like freaking out that Halliburton was falling, and then they took Jalen Smith, who now is not on their team anymore, who they took 10th overall. Jalen was a huge surprise.
Yeah,
he was a big one. Yeah.
Chris Dunn was what everyone
Yeah.
wanted, was told to want by draft people at the time. And even Jamal Murray, I think, was probably people would have accepted. Gershon Yabusele, like, what did he go 14? And everyone's like, who?
Right around
Terry
there.
Rozier, Romeo Langford. Like, there's a huge list of guys who went 14 or 14-ish for the Celtics that you were like, why? We've heard so many names leading into the draft, and you've just picked 2 like anonymous mystery people.
Joe says Anthony Bennett, but that draft didn't really have a clear number 1, as I recall. But I definitely think Bennett was a surprise for sure. I'm drawing a complete blank. I probably shouldn't have brought this question up if I didn't have anything loaded up to talk about.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we took all the easy ones off the pile for you. There, Spoon.
Yi Jean Leon going 7th. I remember thinking.
So look at this freaking.
Oh yeah. Yep. Is this still reacting to the Miami pick?
Yeah, well, I'm just watching him hug his family now, and he's got a cool mustache. And cool
He's
hair.
a cool looking dude.
He's
He's the coolest looking guy since Adam Morrison, I guess.
Oh, he idolized Kobe Bryant growing up. I don't know if that's. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Original.
Yeah, well, congrats. We already have one of those.
Yeah, I idolized Michael Jordan growing up. Look at me, I'm awesome.
I mean, he can't shoot, so that is gonna hurt him,
Oh.
right?
Yeah, but he will shoot well against us.
I know. Or just Miami will teach him.
Yeah. Like, God damn it. Josh Giddey going 6th overall was a pretty big jump.
Big time.
People were pretty surprised about that. And Presti absolutely nailed that one. Like, who went? Like, it's just wild to me how like Steph Curry going late, and are we sure he isn't Borat? Well, we were.
Oh, when David Kahn took Johnny Flynn and Rubio over Steph Curry with back-to-back picks.
Kahn.
See, we probably win the title if they just take Steph Curry because he does it to the Warriors, don't turn into the Warriors.
No, we don't. We're cursed. And Johnny Flynn and Ricky Rubio each averaged 35 points in that series against the Celtics.
What happened, dude? Why? The curse of IT, or is it the curse of like something?
I mean, how far back do you want to go?
Like, Len Bias, Reggie Lewis.
Multiple players have died. Yeah,
we won a title though, so I feel like the curse resets after that. Like curses in general.
Immediately afterwards, KG goes down the following year after.
What did they do?
Was it like 24-2 or something? Crazy start.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick watching these highlights. He's perfect for Miami.
Oh, 09 when KG went down. Yeah, it was something insane like that. We were on pace to win like 68 games or something. And then it was just over. Like you could have just ended our season then because there was no way we were winning the title.
Yeah, although that Bulls series in 09 was fun if you're a Ray Allen fan.
Yes, it was. And Rondo kind of balled out those playoffs too.
Yeah. Game 7, 2010. Fuck.
Game 7, 2010, baby.
Not great.
Slapped in the face by... Was that? I think that might have been Game 6 actually when he got slapped. No, because Game 6 was in Boston and LeBron went
nuclear.
Yeah, so I think it was Game 7 when D Wade hit Rondo in the face, right? Actually, that was that was Game 4, and we lost Game 4.
Is this what series are you talking about? Like 2012 conference finals?
No, 2020. Oh, 2010. Duh, that was
2010.
when we
made
won. Yeah, I'm thinking of 2012. I'm all screwed up. Yeah, that's when we lost to the Lakers.
Dude, 2012. Sorry, you go, Jake.
I was just going to answer this question here, like the Jaylen Brown. Like I was hoping for Buddy Hield. That was a Buddy Hield guy. I was like, can we just? This is back when I didn't know anything about basketball. I was like, I like guys that can shoot. Let's take the shooter guy because I thought that our team was like, the Golden State just took B-Pod. Oh, he's gonna just make a million threes.
Yeah, that's gonna be annoying.
He's got podcast tutelage there from Draymond too. So great. That's great from a developmental standpoint. Sorry, go ahead.
No. Like back when I thought the Celtics were like close to winning a title back when like the IT era was like kind of taking off. I'm like, we don't need young talent. We need guys that are really to compete and win now. So I was like, take Buddy Hield. But in hindsight, I was like, that team actually was like never going to win a title, clearly. But back when I didn't know anything.
I didn't have super strong feelings about anybody in that draft.
Yeah.
I remember thinking like I would have been happy with Murray, Brown, Dragon Bender.
Oh, yeah.
I was not a Dunn guy,
baby.
Yeah, I would have been happy with Buddy Hield too, but the one guy I didn't want was Chris Dunn. I just didn't think he. Yeah,
we did
nailed that one.
Eventually.
Yeah, but I also would have been happy with Dragon Bender, so maybe not.
But I don't know. How much do you think is situation? Like the Suns, Josh Jackson fell apart, and there were so many people that were like, Josh Jackson is as like pretty much as can't miss as like a solid NBA starter, all-star, fringe all-star type guy, like 6'8" athlete, wing, can shoot it. Like literally, like there's no reason whatsoever that he wouldn't be good.
That's what intrigues me about guys like Karl Towns, where it's like we're never going to see the real you or like you reach your potential if you're playing for that kind of organization. And it's what kind of gives me some hope with Porzingis as well, who's kind of suffered, from the same ailment. Like I'll gladly shit on the Knicks. I know they're a big market team, but like organizationally speaking, they're on par with the Wolves as far as like just producing shite out of what is otherwise promising. So situational, I think is a big deal. But in the case of Dragon Bender, I just don't think it was there. And Phoenix is not the worst of situations to end up in. So I'll take the L on that as well, because I was like, big guy, stretch 4, he can knock down threes, he can get to the rim, he can protect the rim. Turns out he couldn't do anything at the rim on either end of the court. So yeah, that's why we're not, this isn't the first to the draft evaluation.
No, we don't claim to be.
No, we're just talking about the pod monster and Cam Waitmore, and then whoever we draft, we're going to convince ourselves is freaking the next coming of Marcus Smart, and that's just how it's going to be.
Yeah, dude. As soon as that happens, we're bringing it up YouTube, screen share, highlights. We're wowing. We're going all in. It's going to happen. But I want to see some fireworks here. I know
we're getting late into it, right? Like we're in the 19th range.
I wonder if we trade back for future assets.
Oh, the Belichick.
Yeah.
I think at this point we're probably just going to take it, right?
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like there's no point in moving up at this point, right?
Oh, Cam Whitmore.
That's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer for them, right?
Yeah. They got so much young talent as it is, they can afford to take a flyer on Waitmore.
Also, Woj got pissed, and so now he's trying to win. He's like, they're strongly considering ending Cam Whitmore's slide. That's like his way of saying they're drafting it. And
it's a win-win. It's a win-win for Woj, because he went on the Rosillo podcast. He talked about it. He owned it. Yeah. And now he's seen that Shams is doing it, and he's like, all right, I'm back. I'm back, baby.
I'm in, baby. Oh, look, Joe, that's a good one.
Yeah. Like Sullinger, dude.
Oh, yeah. Great.
If he just wasn't addicted to food, he could have been like elite. And I don't say that.
Good. He was legitimately good for us, man. Like 14-8 for like basically his whole career after his rookie year. Like he started shooting threes his last season too, and he just
had a cup of tea with the Raptors as well before walking his way out to China, I believe it was. Where they also have amazing food. He had a nose for rebounds, and he had a nose for big old bowls of pasta, I guess, as well.
Yeah, dude, clam chowder.
Yeah.
Hello and thank you from Tel Aviv. What up? Hello and thank you.
Hey, man.
Israel in the house. Welcome.
Thanks for tuning in. That's awesome. I can't imagine what time of day it is over there. So thanks for watching us.
I work with some people in Israel, and it could not be a more polar opposite time zone. Okay, so not exactly. It's 5:14 a.m. there at the moment. So there you go.
Up early for the Celtics pick.
Let's go.
But yeah, SS Austin, of course, Ime's the team that takes Whitmore from us.
A dude with like work ethic issues too. Like Ime's the perfect coach. They'll beat that team. Out of him.
Has so many work ethic issues. Oh my god, I'm very intrigued by the Rocket situation, and because I'm hindsight's a thing for a reason, because you have information now. It's like, okay, was Ime an awesome coach? Like in hindsight, the Celtics were just as good this year. Like the difference is that Jalen made shots in games 1, 2, and 3 in the Heat series. Like they turned the ball over a shitload in that Heat series. They went down 3-2 against Milwaukee when they shouldn't have, probably.
Yeah.
The only time they took care of business was the Nets thing, and that felt like a personal thing for everybody.
Yeah, so good to see the team play that way, just dominate.
Yeah.
It feels like so long ago that it was a convincing win, and not like thank fuck we won that game. Like so many of the games in the Philly series were like that. Just I'm so glad we hung on. And
that was the rest of the playoffs.
Even some of the Hawks games.
Oh, I mean, even the year previous was similar too. Like even that Nets series, game 1, we have a buzzer beater on a play that we never execute. Like pump fake, pass to the middle. Since. Yeah. So in that whole playoff run as well, Marcus Smart concussion moment were against Milwaukee in game 3. I want to say, or game 5. I don't know. That was where Marcus Smart took a shot, tried to take a layup baseline, and Drew Holiday strips him, and then he goes back the other. Yeah, and then he also gets stripped on the following possession. It was a full to Marcus Smart disaster class.
Yeah, where he got blocked and then Drew threw the ball off his leg, and that's such a shame as well because there was that epic Al Horford like put back dunk with a crowd that was like an all time Horford moment, and like the Derek White buzzer beater, like it's just going to be banished to the shadow realm now because it led to nothing, unfortunately. It still hurts. Like I can't talk about. I mean, we are, and I will talk about the Celtics playoff moments of recent history, but also anything involving Marcus Smart as well. Because, like, damn, that wound is like festering.
Yeah. Let's just think about the bad times.
The bad times.
The bad times. Yeah. See, this is why he's gone.
Well, I don't know. Is now a good time? I've got a 1 minute clip of Marcus Smart all-time hustle plays. We got a little lull here in the coverage.
It's a commercial,
run it.
No.
How about the effort? He doesn't want Kawhi to get a touch. Gets a piece in that passing lane and lays out and right into us.
Off the foot of Leonard.
It does the dirty work for them every single night, especially on the defensive end. Look at the activity, the active hands, the pursuit. Winds up coming up with the steal, and on the other end, pretty finish.
In 3. Boston now is going to double Horford. Double Embiid, and he turns it over. Smart to steal. Brown ahead of the pack, puts it down, and he is fouled. On the other end, Coach. That's an incredible block by Marcus Smart. And a great job by Kimball Walker and Jaylen Brown getting
the D in offense. Looking smart. One charge. Thank you. I'll take it in the chest. I'm tough. Don't worry about it. Number 2, Boston, stand up. I'm tough. I'll take it in the chest. Won't worry about it. Number 3, yeah, that's right.
Levine just got the tomahawk jam. Smart said, give me that. And then look at this pass. One-hand baseball pass to the streaking Gordon Hayward for the layup.
Marcus Smart wants to do it.
Hayward always missed the layup.
Love it.
He really does do all the dirty work.
That's little. Tatum almost got a steal. Look at Smart.
Who was that, Smart?
On the floor. Looked like Pete Rose.
Oh, wait, then he got back in the play.
Oh, my goodness.
Man.
What a couple of possessions there.
It's a shame there was
Marcus
no crowd
Smart.
for that.
Here's Brown now.
So good. I miss that, man.
Oh, man.
It's been less than 24 hours.
Just remembered how many layups Hayward used to miss when he came back from injury.
Oh my God, that year was so bad.
In that play just now where Marcus finds him for that cross court overhand pass. Hayward barely gets that wide open layup in. He just never refound the. That's right. When Hayward comes back on a minimum, it's gonna be good.
So SS Austin in the chat.
It's a
Smart coming out of the tunnel. The thing that always strikes me when I rewatch this highlight is you can see. So it's Smart practicing jogging in the hallway.
Yeah.
And you can see the trainers who have been assessing him in the back, and the look on their faces when they're like, he's gonna go out there, and it's this look of bewilderment. There's a smile, but also the holy fuck, this guy is actually gonna go and rejoin a playoff game. The look on their faces is what always strikes me. And then obviously he comes out and hits that 3. And I think we ultimately lose the game, but still, what an amazing moment.
We did. It was the we go down 20 in the first 5 seconds, and then the whole game is just us trying to come back.
Yeah.
Which is so again, back to that Ime thing. It's easy to I kind of look back on it with rose-colored glasses, but we did so much of the shit that we did this year with Ime as well. The whole way through the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Could not beat the zone. Really, the biggest difference was the Heat went on a satanic hot streak from 3, and Jaylen Brown missed every shot that he took in the series.
And Horford, man, he couldn't make a shot either. And Ime had a much better version of Al Horford in the playoffs last year, just straight up, at least offensively.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah, Al was monstrous on offense. Was it just shooting luck? Because he was so hot all season long, and then all of a sudden he couldn't make a single shot. And it's was it because he was old, or he's missed shots?
So. He's old enough now that it's at least slightly harder to call it a coincidence. It would be very much aligned with an age-related drop-off, yes. I'm just saying we can't necessarily expect a bounce back in his shooting form, but maybe he comes back shooting well at the beginning of the season after some rest. But can we really expect him 93 games in deep into the playoffs to still be hitting at a ridiculous clip, over 40%? At 37, I just don't think so.
Well, that's why he really should be playing like 20 minutes a game max next season, right? Like with Porzingis, I can't imagine he's going to be playing much.
Greeny's got my guy. Just wanted to put that out there.
What?
Back to Olivier Maxence Prosper from Marquette,
Okay.
the person that I just picked from a mock 5 seconds before we put our bets down.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's pretend like we love him. What's the go?
Good question.
With this guy. What's the go? I'm in.
I only know his name. Let me do a little screen share.
What number is he at?
He's marked at 25 to the Celtics by KOC. Hence, this was an easy pick for me. 6'7" forward, 7'1" wingspan. He's almost 21. Let's see. Strengths, athleticism, interior scoring, positional versatility. He's got that dog in him.
Lock it in. Call it in.
So like I said earlier, like he just is the embodiment of the skill set that we were hyping up on our pod, right? Like we just want like a switchable wing essentially with some size and some girth and some favorable dimensions, if you will. And the weaknesses, according to KOC, lacks playmaking skill, which isn't great because we lack that overall in our roster. But we're not going to be putting that on whatever rookie we bring in to take that on. Gets a bit sloppy with the ball, even when initiating simple handoffs. Needs to be more of a straight line attacker rather than dancing and spinning with the ball. And despite excelling in his lone NBA combine scrimmage, he did make only one of his 5 shots from beyond the arc. And before his junior season, he made only 28.2% of threes. I think shooting is maybe one of the more teachable skills for prospects coming into the league. So that doesn't worry me too much, but he seems like a guy who could slide in and be impactful defensively, which is kind of what we need, I think, backing up the Jays.
And look, he got better shooting from 3, right? He went from 28% to 34%. Like if you extrapolate, like clearly he's shown an ability to improve from 3. So if that doesn't even need to come up that much more. Like if he's at 36% from 3, that's fine for a guy with that type of profile. Yeah, and you know how we are with dimensions, baby. The guy's got crazy dimensions.
Okay.
Yeah, he was 32% 2 years ago and 34% this year. That's whatever. That's fine. Vicini has him at 24 as well. All right, look, man. 6'7", 7-foot wingspan. All right. He's the best utilized on defense. Let's go. I don't know. Give me a dog. We got the offense now. We got KP, we got JT, we got JB. Buckets, not a problem.
Clowney goes to the Nets. Did one of you guys have Noah Clowney?
Me.
Yeah, so we got one off the board for Spoonie, but we've all still got a few on there. Vucevic still available.
Actually, I actually like this call in the chat here from Jeff, like Pat Bev on a minimum.
Oh yeah. We almost have to, right?
Yeah, it's like I know we can't bring this Marcus Smart home, but we have Patrick Beverley at home.
I would consider Pat Bev on the MLE, dude, like just to make sure we got him. Because like, what else are you going to get with the MLE?
Well, yeah, I think that's going to be the next week's task. He's going to be
the podcast.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Landon, what up?
What up, Landon?
What up?
Landon is like the Celtics live stream GOAT. Has anyone else noticed that? Like he's everywhere. I almost feel like he has like a staff with multiple accounts, so they could be in multiple streams at once.
Or she.
Apologies, he or she. Landon, have you been like hopping around the streams all day today, or we're very honored to have you in ours?
Yeah. Pat Bev. Look, no one's gonna be smart. The only way we're gonna find like smart is if the dude that we draft today is gonna like, he turns into like this like rotation dog. I think with some of the with the moves, we do have the MLE, is what I was listening to on a podcast, but I haven't looked enough into it yet.
Yeah, I think if we don't bring Grant back.
Yeah, like we sign and trade Grant, and then we would have a MLE. So he's going to take someone. Well, yeah, probably, because they did all their work at 35, and so now like, well, we like these guys. So it is a tough turnaround to move up. I mean, they would have done all the work anyway, right? Like,
I thought the hard cap with the MLE isn't until next offseason.
Yeah, that's
Is
what I
it this
thought
one?
as well.
Yeah, I thought it was next season too.
It was more.
We did add money with Porzingis. I don't know. It's this year. Interesting. That's weird how they're rolling this out in like pieces like that.
I didn't realize Brooklyn had back-to-back picks, 21 and 22. That's pretty spicy for them. I wonder if they'd be willing to give one to Brad Stevens. We're getting close, guys. 3 picks away, 4 picks away.
Yeah, man.
We've been here for 2.5 hours. Nothing has happened that affects the Celtics.
Yeah, nothing that's affected really anyone. Just, excuse me. Yeah, Ryan Bernardoni, a few nights on the Celtics cap. They currently project to have the full $5 million tax MLE, and also it's only 1.8 more than a 10-year vet min that doesn't hard cap. Okay, so it's not that different. Grant is BYC, so if he's in a sign and trade, he only counts 50% of his new salary, and then you could only match 110% of that.
I think we basically have to trade him to a team with cap space to make that work.
Right. Okay.
So that severely limits. I wasn't really thinking about that with Dallas.
Yeah,
so.
gee whiz. The Grizzlies are picking essentially for the Celtics because of the way that the trade doesn't actually go through until next week, I don't believe. Yeah, I don't know what BYC stands for either.
It's base year compensation. It's like
Gotcha.
a weird snafu I think it's only when you sign a guy off his rookie contract.
Yeah.
There's that name again.
Tubelis. What does he do? Tubulus, the tube monster?
We got to look that guy up. It's not a name I'm overly familiar with.
Oh, he's
monster.
65 on Vicini's board, but
whoa.
6'9", which is cool. 20 years old, 3 years at Arizona.
That's a deep cut.
He's not even on the Ringer mock. That is a deep cut.
Adam, I hope Grant does stay. I don't think we are going to find somebody. I just don't see a sign and trade that's a better player than Grant Williams. And if we don't have the MLE, that's not going to get you someone better than Grant Williams either anyway. So just re-sign Grant, man. Now's not the time to get cheap. We're on the verge.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jake.
If you can't bring someone, if it's not a really good sign and trade, like you're not getting real value back, then it makes no sense to get rid of him at this point.
Yep.
Oh, nice on the grape soju, mate. That's tasty stuff.
I love these things.
Yeah, good.
112 calories. Like I think I probably said that about 5 times.
That's every time.
What is it?
Can't go wrong. It's so it's shoju, which is like sort of Japanese flavored liquor.
I thought it was
grape
Korean.
flavored.
It's Japanese.
Well, this is a Japanese drink. It might be Korean. And then it's just vodka and soda water.
Sweet.
So it's like, yeah, it's very I'm
tasty.
heading to Vanuatu soon. Friendly.
How long are you in Vanuatu for?
Like 4 days. My parents had taken our daughter and we're just jetting off for 4 nights in like a beautiful resort. That actually no kids allowed. It's gonna be great.
I have the house to myself next weekend.
That is the dream. Because you've got all your own toys, all your own comforts, and you're kind of like back when you remembered who you were.
I drink too much is the problem, though, because I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna golf and I'll drink on the court. It's gonna be bad.
Yeah, whatever, man.
YOLO. Life's too short.
Yeah, draft another power forward center. Move Grant to his true position of point guard.
All right.
No.
Sorry, I got distracted. I was reading.
Yeah, I know
something
you
else.
guys both got distracted. I was like, well, that's land.
Sign and trade with Doug McDermott. I would just rather have Grant, right?
So,
McDermott makes what 13, 14 million.
Yeah.
Like if Grant's shouldn't be more expensive than that, But I think in theory we could do that because the Spurs have space. But
Yeah, I am tight with a Spurs guy on Twitter now, Eric Salinas or something, through the Derek White trade. It's funny how when, I imagine we're all gonna I'm gonna become friends with some Grizzlies people now. The difference is that there's so many Celtics people on Twitter for Grizzlies people to have already been following. For instance, Spurs people are kind of few and far between, at least until now Wemby's there. But he was saying that we do Dougie McBuckets in a sign and trade. So not if you're going to lose Grant for whatever reason, but if it's going to be the same price and whatever, just keep him.
Yes, we want Grant back. KP, Horford, Rob, Grant's perfect next to those guys because he can shoot it. And I don't anticipate Horford, Rob. None of those guys are going to play 82 games, man. You need depth up front. So, I think McDermott's probably a 4 at this point in his career anyway. I don't think he can stick with 3s.
There's Max Prosper coming up again. Jeff, in the chat, I'd love to know, because we've just basically read about this guy in mocks today as we sort of reach for bets to make on who's going to be drafted. I'd love for people who know more about this guy. Why are you so high on him?
Dude, the Nets took Derek White. Come on.
No.
Damn it.
Derek Whitehead?
Derek Whitehead. Shit. We're all in on Prosper right now.
I feel like Derek White is really happy about that. Just avoid any confusion. I'm not up for the jokes. I'm a serious man. I don't want to come into work each day and have those jokes thrown around. So Derek White's probably happy.
I do think we keep Pritchard. I still think we're going to try and trade Brogdon. That would be my prediction.
I just don't know if we can. Who wants him?
Well, I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah, Adam's got a spicy idea. I was actually texting with my buddy about this because Horford's deal doesn't drop until the league year ends. So you could actually trade him at 26, and then he saves the team $16 million immediately because he drops down to 10, and that's a big salary to match with. So I would hate to see Al go, and I don't think we would trade Horford. But
who would have thought we would trade Marcus Smart?
That's also
the heart and soul. So now, anything's on the table.
Yeah.
With the exception of Jason Tatum.
Yeah. I would say literally correct. And Porzingis.
Yeah. Yeah. Brad clearly has a hard on for Porzingis.
Yeah.
Which is fine. He was awesome last year.
Yeah. Brad knows what he's doing.
Someone tweeted out 2 columns, and one was Porzingis' games played last year. And Marcus Smart's, so in the last few seasons, and Marcus Smart's games played in the last few seasons. And Porzingis had him beat on a number of fronts in a few different years.
Games played?
Games played, yeah. Sorry, did I not say that right?
I was just clarifying.
Okay, yeah, games played for the last few years. And they're basically even. And on a number of years, Porzingis had more games played than Marcus Smart. So, we need to throw that out the window as far as, minutes played for the team being a problem with Smart going out and Porzingis coming in. And then Porzingis is just fundamentally a better player. So
we're back
where we started. We're back where we started. It is a good trade. It is a good trade. It sucks.
We got 2 firsts too. I mean, I guess 1.5.
1.25. 1.25 firsts.
It's objectively a pretty damn good trade, but I don't know, dude. Smart, I don't think Porzingis is, Smart will just get the offensive rebound with 30 seconds left to seal the game. You know what I mean?
But with Porzingis, you're up 20.
I know.
Yeah, there are no offensive rebounds with Porzingis.
Yeah, they're all makes, baby. This is how I have to live my life. Okay, yeah. I can't just hang on these problems. I mean, I will, and I have been, and I will continue to do so. So I don't know what I'm saying, but we've got to talk ourselves into it.
I would do we do a Brogdon? Who are we trading for? Who's the superstar?
Levine is the name that came to my head, but I wouldn't give 4 picks
for him. For that. No.
DeRozan. You could get DeRozan for less. He's an expiring.
You could probably get Al for DeRozan almost straight up because Chicago.
With a pick,
yeah, they'll just be all right, we just save a bunch of money. Yeah.
Let's What's the best way to just look up the best players and go down from there? Like, oh my
Google
God.
best NBA
Brad
players.
Beal. I think Brad Beal makes about that amount of money. He can't be traded anyway for 2 people.
SGA, that'd be
Not
sick.
happening.
Yeah, no. Like, would you trade for Kawhi?
No.
I
Or
would,
just roll the dice on more injury issues?
dude.
Paul George, he seems to be available.
Oh, there goes Chris Murray.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So we got a bunch of guys we like still left here.
Do the Dame trade, but
Dame.
because then it would be the young guys trade. Like, what do we have to give Portland if they're trading Dame? Because is it Jalen?
Yeah, I mean, if it's Dame, it's Jalen. Otherwise, other
But then
teams
what's
I
the
think
point?
can
Like,
give better offers.
what's the point of your Dame? Like, it's just like this is the problem. This is why he needs a no trade clause. Yeah, the 4 picks would be the reason that Portland would do it.
Sure.
In theory, but like then the Pelicans can come in and actually trade them. Like, but then what's the point of Dame going to
You
New
want
Orleans?
CJ back?
Yeah, well, what's the point if you're New Orleans, like of trading for Dame? If you're trading for, this is the thing. Like, if you want to go over the top with your good young player, then there's no point in trading for Dame.
Right.
That's
Cat?
always Cat and
Like
Dame.
if
That's
Minnesota's like, we need
That's
a
nice.
reset. We're gonna
Right, Gobert for Dame.
Yeah.
Who would you rather keep, Gobert or a Cat?
Cat. I think
don't
if I'm
know.
trying to win the next 2 or 3 years, I'd probably trade Cat and keep Gobert because Gobert's like he seems untradeable at this point. But as far as like if I want to have a coherent team for the next decade, I'd keep Cat, I think.
I think I would trade Cat because you're going to get more for him. Probably.
Exactly.
And I actually, Cat's been terrible in the playoffs. Both times.
Yeah.
Like, not a dog.
No,
Not
he
a
is
dog.
the opposite of a dog, dude. I wouldn't even call him a cat because cats are too badass for a cat.
100%. I'm watching David
trying to think
Attenborough's,
about
like,
the
plan-
cat.
yeah.
He's a
family.
squirrel.
Yeah.
Squirrel,
Like domesticated tabby cat, like couch
penguin.
ridden.
No, penguins are dope
penguin.
as well. I'm watching like the David Attenborough thing on Netflix right now, and he's just like lynx, pumas. There's so many badass cats, and he's just not one of those.
No.
So
He's like a gerbil.
Yeah. Well, this is my point. So, like, Brunson's not being traded. Fox isn't being traded. Murray, Morant, Middleton. Like, do the freaking Bucks do a Middleton for? It doesn't really help the Blazers at all, though.
Didn't he opt out? I think Middleton opted out anyway.
He did.
I saw, yeah. So
Presumably to re-sign with the Bucks.
Yeah.
You're right.
Like with the Cavs aren't doing a trade. That doesn't make sense for them. Kyrie's a free agent. Trey, Zion, AD for Dame, I guess, but like no point. Randall for Dame. Brunson and Brunson and Dame. I don't know. Doesn't really make sense.
Slightly switching gears. Brogdon, Horford to Atlanta for Trey.
I'll do it in a
Some
second.
picks, yeah.
I'll do it in a second, but like Atlanta's not doing that.
No.
You wouldn't do it?
No.
I'll do it in a heartbeat.
Don't like Trey.
Oh, I think he's kind of a badass.
I think he's got like big loser energy, and
Ah.
I don't like his vibe.
He's very
I
annoying.
don't know, man. Dude,
Yeah.
game 5 in Boston where he put his nuts on our face.
Yeah, the one game that he won in that series, was one of the 2 games.
He
that
was
won in that
pretty
series.
bad the rest of the series.
He was
though.
bad. He was bad in games 1 and 2.
He
and
was
then
horrible in the second half of game 6.
Correct. Yeah,
We got
she's
some
going against
reactions in the chat.
He's going against our Marcus Smart, Derek White backcourt. It's tough for him.
Exactly. It's going to be tough for him everywhere because he's a loser.
This is hilarious from Jeff. Auerbach would get on TV and announce the Celtics pick before they could announce it at the draft. That's amazing.
Yes.
That's great. Oh no, a guy, he's gone at 24.
No,
Dude.
dude.
Actions prosper.
And they're trading, and the Kings are trading. What
Rashawn
the heck,
Holmes.
man? I don't have anybody left.
Yeah, you got Najee, you got
Yeah, but Someone must have fallen. Who's falling?
Um,
Leonard Miller? Is he around?
Leonard Miller is
All right,
falling big time.
Let's do it.
He's super raw, but he is like massive ball handler type
Dude, he's like a 6'10".
guard. He's insane talent if he puts it together, but he
let's do it.
is so raw.
Underwhelming 3-point shooter, fine form, forces some shots, still learning to play like a big man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Could talk myself into that.
Oh, he's just, I wouldn't expect, he's going to be filthy on the Red Claws next year if that's who we draft,
Right.
you know?
Right. Well, that's
All right,
look.
Well,
That's
go
okay.
ahead.
That's okay. Like,
Sensabaugh?
didn't we decide we
Yeah.
but like, I don't want to say it because then I'm going to have to talk myself into it. Let's read it again.
Najee's.
Yeah, Najee's there.
Trade.
Now I just want them to trade it. Well, I didn't know that many guys, and they took every single one. Vukovic.
This is what happens every
Whoa,
year.
Rashawn Holmes to Dallas for the
Rashawn
24.
Holmes
Damn.
into
Did
the,
you guys say that and I completely missed it?
No, we didn't actually. I didn't. So wait,
Sorry.
who? So
who's got Olivier Prosper?
yeah, did
Is that the right
the
name?
fucking Mavs have him? Surely not.
So what are the Kings getting from Dallas?
Is it just purely that Kings wanted to get off Rashawn Holmes?
Oh, maybe.
Kings is trading Rashawn Holmes and number 24.
Right. And it was
What?
confirmed by Shams that they're taking Prosper with the 24th pick, so he's going to Dallas.
Yeah.
What the hell are the Kings getting, dude?
Kings can get, this is per Keith Smith, Kings can get up to over 30 million in cap space now after making that move.
Kill me.
Aussie Phil, I absolutely refuse to refer to them as the main Celtics. They will be the Red Claws.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So is Sacramento a potential destination now for a guy like Chris Middleton now that they've got that cap space?
do they want
Nice.
Brogdon?
Yeah.
Trade him into
Please.
cap space. What do they got?
Here you go.
What do they got? I don't think that would make any sense.
Yeah, Barnes is gone now too, so you couldn't even do like a Barnes Brogdon swap.
Well, could you do a sign and trade Barnes for Grant?
The Milwaukee Bucks are acquiring. number
I was
36
like,
in a deal with the Orlando Magic. Per Woj. There we go. Well, look, it's going to come through any minute now, and we've got, I've got the Ringer mock ready to share here, so we can get the profile on whoever we're drafted. I've got YouTube ready to screen share as well, so we're ready to overreact to the 25th pick. We should have prepared like some past notable 25th picks to make some irregular comparisons too.
Somebody's talking about Nick Smith in the chat. He's a super talented scoring guard. He also he's not a passer, but at this late in the draft, like he's really talented. So it kind of reminds me of Cam Thomas from a couple years ago. Dude he's just like a bucket.
All right. Do you want some 25th pick overall names?
Yes.
Yeah.
Quentin Grimes a couple years ago. I like him.
Okay.
Quickly was 25th overall.
Damn, the Knicks killing it at 25.
Yeah. Nazir Little, I've always liked. I don't know why he mustn't not be that good because he doesn't play.
I'm with you, Jake. I've always liked him when I see him, though.
Yeah. Clint Capella, Reggie Bullock, Batum, Tony Allen.
Okay.
Al Harrington.
Not bad. There's some good guys there.
Former Sydney King.
Yeah.
Sydney King, great. Al Harrington.
Did he play for the Kings?
Yeah, he did. And I went to every game that he played at.
He must have killed it in Australia.
He was dominating. It was so funny.
What year was that?
Like 2015.
Marcus Sasser at 25 and trading to Detroit for pick number 31.
Whoa. Okay.
All right,
He
Brad.
traded back. God,
he's like, we wanted to pick at 35.
Drafted Sasser. And so we've got to be getting something back.
Dude,
we'll get a second round pick.
I'm D-Zach called this, that we'd take Marcus Sasser for like the joke. Marcus Smart, Marcus Sass.
Yeah.
I think it was
Right.
Oh, are you kidding me? I guess I got to stay up if I've made it this far.
Yeah, it's drafting Marcus Sasso, number
What
5,
time is
number
it?
25, and trading to Detroit for.
This has
31.
got to be some cap tomfoolery because we don't want to pay the guaranteed contract on pick
Yeah.
Yes,
25.
it's like we're going for the second
call.
round pick.
So then
We'll probably get
Really-
a second.
Yeah.
devalues the.
Bogdanovich? That seems fair.
Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice?
And Bogdan?
I now want that more than I've ever wanted anything.
Sadiq Bey would love Sadiq Bey. The Pistons are acquiring number 25. We know that.
Yep.
Um,
Well, it's all coming through.
yeah, Bey's in Atlanta now. I would still like him. Yeah, this is very classic Belichick, but yeah, I think it's the first round versus second round thing.
Yeah, not having to guarantee the salary.
Speedy, tell me what you think about this comparison my dad threw at me last night. I was like, because I asked him, what was like the most Belichick move where he like got rid of someone where everybody was like, I can't believe you're getting rid of him, like kind of as close to Marcus Smart as possible. And he said, Lawyer Malloy.
I would say Richard Seymour.
That's
for
what I
me.
said.
Yeah.
That's what I
but
said, Seymour.
They're the same trade essentially, but yeah.
Right. Guys
And-
still pretty much at the peak of their powers.
Yeah. Because Seymour was both
Mhm.
those guys I think were all pros after they got traded.
There's this Celtics hater that follows me on Twitter who was quick to point out that like the Patriots had already won titles before those guys were traded. And I was like, yeah, got it, bro. And like, you don't know where people are from because if they're in stuff like that. And I don't know if you've seen him. He writes like this almanac thing every year. You've seen this guy on Twitter, but he posted like a screenshot of his betting slip and he's just fucking Australian. And I was like, you bastard.
He does like the NBA almanac or whatever. Yeah, he posts that on Reddit every year too. So I've seen that.
Yeah, he's an Aussie dude and just like a violent Celtics hater.
What? Damn.
And, yeah.
In
I forget.
favor of what team?
Like no team I can tell.
That's what I don't understand.
Shits
If
me
it's
off,
not
dude.
rivalry based, then it's just like blind hatred.
The Celtics would get number 31 in the trade. Nothing else?
Well, I would hope so. If
Yeah,
it's a top 55 protected, I'm gonna be pissed. Yep, there's Danger Cart. Saves you $700K.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just indicative that more is to come, right? Be like, why would you be so forward thinking as to not have to guarantee the salary of your draft pick if you didn't anticipate something else coming, some sort of move?
Yeah. CJ Tucker, I highly doubt it's for Stu Beef, but God,
Yeah,
I
at
hope
this
so. That would be an awesome trade.
Brian replied to his own tweet saying, just fuck right off, Brad. Is that in?
Yeah.
It's going to. Oh, all right.
I see. It makes sense.
In relation to drafting a Marcus, that did hurt.
Yeah, everyone. This is this is the moment where everyone's like, "What?" And then the hammer will drop at something. We'll be like, "Oh my god!" Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself.
I don't
Something's
know.
gonna happen.
To move back 5 spots, I don't know if we're going to get anything else.
No. I mean, it was 2 seconds to go from 8 to 7, and I feel like that's got more value than 6 spots at this point in the draft.
Here we go. Keith Smith has this. Celtics should be in range to use the $5 million taxpayer MLE after they've traded Marcus Sasser back to the Pistons and dropped.
Well, that
to the
becomes like a
34
really
pick.
good move then.
Yeah. There you go.
If we get another second round pick to add to the pile too, that's fine.
It doesn't feel like that's coming. I feel like that we would have that already.
All right, I'll be right back, guys.
Oh my
No
god! I
worries.
looked down and my freaking TV's second TV's playing the replay of Tatum hurting his ankle. The hell?
What? Where? What? Who's broadcasting that?
It's on Foxtel.
Right. Okay. Fun times.
Yeah.
Well, we
Bastards.
don't have a YouTube clip to play right now because we don't have a new acquisition. So, what have we got here?
So
I've
you
got
guys,
some- I got
you guys
something we
think
can run, Jake. Do you want to run something real quick?
yeah, go for it, big dog.
All right.
Gets one from White. Now he gives it to White. Throws to the Blake Griffin throws it. Throw it up.
Never gets old. So good.
Did I just get a tweet that the Celtics number 31 and future second round picks to the Pistons.
Picks, plural. Okay.
That's terrible.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's going the other way.
Yeah.
No, he's saying, I think he's phrasing it incorrectly. Number 31 and future second round picks to the Pistons. Okay, so we're getting 31 and we're sending.
Well, true, because number 31 is coming to the Celtics. So that is confusing.
Yeah. Yep, that's okay.
From what people are saying here, it seems that like the Celtics are really valuing the ability to use the MLE here because it does give you the equal competitiveness when it comes to an offer with the MLE. You want to be able to like match that kind of stuff compared to other teams. Yeah, Whitmore fell apparently because of terrible interviews and not good workouts and medicals. So a perfect Ime Udoka player.
This is going to be a tough one for Celtics fans to comprehend, I think.
Well, Greenberg saying he thinks he means Celtics.
Yeah, which I think makes sense if you just based on the context.
Woj clarified.
Okay.
Woj clarified and future seconds. We're back.
Okay. Yeah, great.
Brad's back to being a wizard.
Brad fucking Stevens, man. He's so good. I love this man. He traded away my favorite human being of all time. But outside of that, very well done.
Can you upload GIFs to StreamYard? Do you know?
Upload GIFs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can. I think if you do it as a overlay, like as an image, then it should work.
I want to try and find the thing where Doctor Strange is doing the thing where he's thinking of all the different scenarios, because we've established that this is us.
Mm-hmm.
That knows nothing about anything.
Yep.
And Brad is Doctor Strange. Yeah. So I want to be able to say he's at it again. So, but I'm Googling it and it's not giving me what I want. That's right. You
can always YouTube it.
That's a good idea. Doctor Strange.
Now, we had a little drop off of viewers after we've gotten past the 25th pick there, which I'm surprised about because we've got a 31st pick to make. But
right,
we're 3 hours in now, so like people watching, and there's probably 50 live draft streams going on at the moment, minimum.
We're very thankful that you're here with us when so many other people are talking about stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Spoonie, it's very late for Spoonie, so I don't know what he's doing. Maybe making a cup of coffee, but he'll be back. His camera's still there. But this might be the latest we've ever kept him up, which is great. Unprecedented. Pacers are keeping the 26th pick and eyeing a mid-major riser on the boards. But yeah, we're hanging about for an indefinite period, Jake. My ass is sore. I've been sitting here for 3 hours.
Yeah, I'm very hungry.
Yeah, me too.
But
we're gonna have to take it in shifts.
Once we do, we'll probably stop after the 31st pick, right?
I think so. Yeah. Here we go.
Celtics have acquired 2 future second-round picks and 31 from the Pistons in exchange for Marcus Sessa's draft rights.
Shades of the Desmond Bane fiasco. Yeah. If Marcus Sassa ends up to be Desmond Bane level, there goes Ben Shepherd.
The Shep dog.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're back to looking at guys. Colby Jones, has he been drafted?
No, that's Bobby Manning's pick.
Okay, just like a good old fashioned guard.
Yep.
Team. Oh my God, shades of Malcolm Brogdon.
So Spoonie, so I don't know if you caught the details there, but we traded back for 31 and also got multiple second round picks from Detroit in doing so, but we don't have the details.
Save some money, get a couple extra picks.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
so now we have the full taxpayer MLE available to us as a result of the trade.
Yes, but so Adam Ronan in the chat here seems to be a cap wizard, and saying because we've traded and we've got room for the MLE, we can't do both, keep Grant and use the MLE. It has felt like they've wanted to get rid of Grant, I would say.
Yeah.
Like all year. They don't want to play him.
But that
They
was
wanna
like,
pay
is
him.
that maybe a Joe thing?
Well, Joe's still there.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't know. Like, he's
So-
just such a valuable piece. So yeah, sorry, we keep talking over each other. I'll shut up.
No. And we're putting each other's comments on the board, but don't worry, Vukovic.
That was me.
Yeah. This draft has been a snoozer. There's been like no real trades. Not a single one. Like no like. Dude, I guess the biggest trade would be the Dallas getting Rashawn Holmes, who's good.
Mhm.
He's good, and then a player that a bunch of people like. They need dogs as well. So, but dude, like that team is just not ready to win, dude.
Dallas? Hell
Yeah.
no.
Like,
They
if they
think
sign
they
Kyrie to
are.
them-
That's the problem.
If they sign Kyrie to a max, like good on you. I think it depends on the MLE. Like, but I would guess that we're not going to get a player better than Grant on the MLE.
No way.
Yeah, it just depends on what you get on the sign and trade as well. It does. That's why it does feel like they're angling away from Grant and have been all season.
That's dumb.
Well,
Yeah. I agree with you, but yeah, it's dumb. I
well,
wonder
it
if,
depends
yeah.
if they get someone good.
But like, look at the guys who go for the MLE, man.
Gallinari, baby,
He's probably one of the more talented dudes we've ever gotten with the MLE.
like Joe Ingles last season.
Yeah.
Was that the taxpayer MLE that we got Gallo for?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Tristan Thompson was the full MLE.
That's right. Great
That was a
acquisition.
Great addition.
Yeah.
Great addition.
I do love, like, just while we wait for more Celtics stuff to come in, like that's a move around the edges for Brad to trade back and open up that TP MLE and move off of, having to guarantee salary for that first round pick. But like, it's the little things that Pobos and GMs do like that like make certain organizations stand out from the others. And so although it's like not fireworks, there goes Nick Smith to Charlotte at 27. Yep. It's not fireworky. It is like, it's comforting. Like, you know what you're doing and you care about like all the little things as well, which I think is great.
Yeah. Brad's doing it all in the last 24 hours.
This feels like a Zarin move.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
Tomato.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's all part of the same decision-making apparatus.
Yeah. This is an interesting point, though. People were talking about, like, we won't get a better player than Grant, but like Z-Game are talking about we might get a better fit than Grant. That's the thing. As much as we want him to we kind of need him to turn into a wing. They've never really tried it, though, to put Grant at the 5. I go Sensabaugh to Utah, Danny's boy.
Greeny has no idea about these draft props. He thinks Trace Jackson Davis is Grant if he learns to shoot. No, he's like a high flying center. Like, absolutely not.
Greeny's just one of us, dude.
I know. That's what I love about him.
Yeah. So wait, Trace Jackson, is that the guy he put that you liked, right?
Yeah. That's the dude from Indiana, the center. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's who I'm hoping we draft now.
Or Najee.
Him, Najee, or Vucevic.
Which token Vucevic shout out.
Yeah. I'm just gonna scroll Sissoko. I feel like people liked him.
Yeah, they do. He's toolsy.
Yeah.
I wonder if Najee is the pick, and then we can stash him.
Yeah.
So maybe that even saves, then you don't even have a second round pick money to add on. You can just kind of let him chill for a year and then bring him over.
Yeah, we have so many draft and stash guys.
Brad's taking over Europe, man. I'm telling you.
I'm fine with it. Can one of them play for us once? Like, what's the typical path for like a good draft and stash? Like, how long do they usually spend overseas?
I mean, Rubio was over for a couple years because he didn't want to play in Minnesota. Saric was, I think, 2 years. But I feel like 1 is generally the rule of thumb if they're any good.
Man, I was so convinced that Yabu was going to be good.
Me too.
I was like,
I love Yabu.
6'10", can shoot it, got a bit of wiggle to him.
Yeah, like pretty quick laterally, defensively, or seemed to be. He ended up not being, but he's
been really good internationally.
Yeah, man, he's been good. I think he's on Barcelona as well, isn't he?
Yeah. Pretty sure he fucking was on the team that suplex Dante Exum's teams.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I could be wrong.
All right.
Who should they draft? Competency. Good idea.
Yeah, I like that.
Great call.
I'm thinking Trace Jackson Davis is the guy, man.
Yeah, Aussie feels on it. Yeah, it's the guy that we smashed.
Who's that?
So
Maxwell.
Jackson Davis is a can he play a little 4, you reckon?
I don't think so. I think
don't
he's
think so.
truly a 5. Yeah, I just don't think
Nope.
he can guard out in space.
Yeah.
Maxwell Lewis, Shades of Devin Vassell. I like that. High floor prospect with 3-and-D qualities. Okay. 6'6", 7-foot wingspan. Okay. I like that, Jeff.
Yeah. I definitely like this Colby Jones guy, like two-way skills, perfect role player for the Nuggets, he says. High IQ, ball mover,
Yeah.
float game, catch and shoot. Got that dog in him.
All right. I'm in on him, dude.
All
That
right.
seems like a perfect pick.
All right. 38% from 3. Where does Vicini have him? 27.
Okay.
Yep.
I think you don't make, if there's somebody you love, I wonder if the guy, the Prosper dude, is who Brad really wanted. And then once he got picked, he was like, well, screw it. There's like 10 other
Yeah.
guys for me in
Yeah.
the next tier, and I'm happy with any one of them.
Yeah, and Jamie Jacquez probably as well.
Yeah. He went high, dude.
Yeah, of course he did.
Andre Jackson, he's from UConn, I believe. Yeah.
All right, where are we at? We're at pick 20. Don't trade back again, Brad. Okay.
I'm going to bed if he trades
I know.
back again.
I know. That's why I'm like, man, I'm going to eat some food. We just ticked over 3 hours. Shout out everybody in the chat. Very much
thank
appreciate you guys all hanging out.
Yeah, this is great.
This is good times. I was really like when we were dealing with the Marcus Smart aftermath yesterday, I was like, I'm so mentally prepared for anything now.
Yeah.
And it felt like everybody else was because of those kinds of fireworks. And it literally could not be the more opposite.
This has got to be one of the,
It's going to be one of the lowest.
yeah, the least dynamic drafts ever. There's not, in like, other than Cam Whitmore, nobody really slid. Yeah, that's too bad.
Like the drama was kind of like, would the Hornets take Scoot or not? I guess we've heard nothing about Dame, right? Like every fucking day we're getting a new Chris Haynes.
Yeah,
report.
Dame tweet. Yeah.
Dame doesn't want to trade. Dame
likes Miami.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing.
Yeah. And so it's interesting that we didn't get like a report being like Dame is upset they didn't get a trade done or happy that they didn't get a trade done.
Yeah, they just went with Scoot, and they're gonna see what happens. Which Dame, Scoot, Simons, that doesn't make any sense.
It's time to trade Dame, dude.
Yeah,
it just is.
Yeah, because Simons is still, what's he, 22? I mean, he's young.
Yeah.
Shaden's really young.
Yeah.
I think he was one of the youngest guys in the draft last year. So I just don't understand what the hell they're doing over there.
Back to Dame trades. Can we get the trade done without including Jalen?
I just think they're going to need a king's ransom.
I'm just scrolling down, though. I'm like...
Is Jeremy Grant a free agent? I think he might be.
He is.
Yeah, so no.
Like, I just don't know who would the Blazers even want. I'm like the top. I'm looking just through top scorers, like DeMar DeRozan, Siakam. If they're rebuilding, Siakam, Kawhi, Brunson, Paul George, LaMelo's not being traded. Beal, Porzingis, Butler, Jalen Green's not being traded. Keldon Johnson. The Spurs don't want Dame. Klay Thompson, no. Garland, no. Bojan, no. Desmond Bain to Memphis, like, and then it's down to like Terry Rozier. There's Anthony Simons.
Yeah,
this is young. Like the top 50 scorers, none of them are guys you see going back.
Yeah, so they just want bad salary and picks, I guess, right? Like, and then you're looking at like what team with good enough picks,
yeah,
wants Dame. You know, like I think. New Orleans, you said it, Jake. The New Orleans shout. That's probably the only team I can really think of with those type of assets who's ready to win.
Yeah, but it's like,
But he doesn't make sense for them, really.
Yeah,
either.
exactly. Yeah, I guess they make
Reunite him with
I
CJ.
keep forgetting that ZJ's there. It's harder than you think. And Bill Simmons has been on this on like so many podcasts. Like, it's harder than you think to find a Dame trade.
Yeah.
It's just harder than you think. And so
Brooklyn's.
Yeah, he's on the Brooklyn thing. He's
yeah.
Brooklyn makes a lot of sense because they don't own their own picks,
right?
Which is why it makes sense as well.
But the picks they have aren't particularly good. I mean, they got Philly picks, right?
Did Hayward get moved today? Jeff?
Nope.
I think he's just saying in rumors.
In general?
I hope he gets bought out and then we sign him. There's our MLE target. There's our Grant replacement.
Oh my God. But he's still got one more year left, right?
I don't know.
He does, yeah. I think he becomes an expiring.
Yeah.
It's crazy how that time has passed like that.
Yeah, you buy him out of that last year of the contract,
Yeah.
Here's $27 million, Gordo, hit the road, and then we swoop in with the min.
Or the $5 million?
Or the $5 million, yeah.
Well, I think you look at the superstar packages going around the league. KD got a real boatload, but that's KD.
Gobert, that was a mistake.
And that's the thing. I wonder if the market's swinging back the other way now.
Yeah, I think with the Beal price, part of that's no trade clause, but still, man, you'd think at least they could get Miami and Phoenix to get in some sort of a bidding war, and they got nothing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Miami can send Hero. That's like a proper.
That alone was worth. Well, maybe they just didn't want Hero's money on the books.
Well, I mean, yeah, I meant for.
Oh, Dame.
Yeah. That's why Miami actually makes a lot of sense. Because that's the type of young player that people are probably going to be willing to give up for Dame. It's not going to be a young all-star type guy.
Yeah. All right.
Dude. Hayward coming back would literally be perfect.
On that TPMLE. So much has to happen for that to go down, but
yeah, don't. And then Harrison Barnes, I just can't imagine Harrison Barnes is not making $10 million.
You don't think so?
I would say he's making a minimum $10 million.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
I would imagine he's
a useful player.
Oh no, we have to watch a Brad Stevens press conference. That's going to be painful.
Oh, I can't wait to watch that because he'll have to answer for his sins.
Yeah, I know.
Which, like we've talked about, it is a good trade, but we'll actually get some, some knowledge on that from Brad Stevens' perspective, which I'm actually excited for. So
I'm really interested to see what he says because he was like, "We love our core," and clearly he did not love your core.
Not as much as he loves Kristaps Porzingis.
Because it depends on what you mean by core.
Is there a Horford and Brogdon and a bunch of picks for Dame?
That's what I'm wondering.
All the picks?
That's what I'm wondering. They
have to have at least floated it.
Yeah.
Might have been a quick conversation, but,
Hang on 1 second.
You got to make the call. Is he putting a bet on? We were just talking about Spoonie, the possibility of Brad floating Brogdon, Horford, and all the picks for Dame Lillard. It's a conversation that has to have been had or is being had at this moment. I love to think that Brad is just on Cookie makes an appearance. I'd love to think of Brad just on 4 different phones at the moment, multiple conference calls.
Hold on. Yeah, you're not doing your job if you're not having those conversations, right?
Uh-huh.
I wonder how serious they get, though.
Yeah, well, like we said, if Marcus is out the door, then everyone except for Tatum is on the table.
Yeah,
but I just don't want to see Jalen moved. I just think he's such a key piece for what we've got.
There we go.
Scoots
There's
being-
Brad.
Yeah, there we go. The legacy photo.
That's the
Yep.
move. Give us another second.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Jake and I were talking about. You stepped out, Ben. Is like, I just don't even understand what the hell Portland wants. Like, what is their objective?
Yeah, I don't think they know. I think that they know, but they don't know. Like they
Mhm.
want to do the right thing by Dame, but everybody knows that it's like it's time. There's no path to immediate contention with Dame right now. It's like we're going to be a play-in team at best. That's just the reality of the situation. And by the time we are good in 3 years, he's going to be 36.
Mm-hmm. Like, do they need to rush that? Like, they don't need to make that trade today. Like, they've essentially got up till the deadline. I think someone in the comments mentioned it. Like, to sort of figure out what they've got, what moves they need to make, whether it's Dame, whether it's Scoot, or someone else. So they've got time. But we just haven't had that big, motherfucker of a trade so far today. I'm holding out for it, but eventually we got to
It's too
jump
late
off this
now.
stream.
Yeah. If it's
Is,
not
is it too late?
Yeah, what are people trading? The 35th and 34th pick for
But like, they could trade guys they've just drafted, right? Like Scoot could
Yeah.
still be moved. Anything could still happen. Oh, there goes Kobe Brown to the Clippers at number 30.
So who's our guy? We want Colby Jones.
Yeah, Trace Jackson.
We're
what's his
next.
name?
Davis.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm gonna flip the draft board over to round 2 here.
There's a New Zealand breaker who's pretty high up on KSC's board.
Ooh.
Okay. That
Ra-
worked out
Ray
great
and
for RJ
Rupert.
Hampton.
Yeah. Hey, I'm still a Hampton believer. All right.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why, but I am.
Yeah, I don't see it with him. When I watch, he just doesn't seem like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he doesn't.
The
All right,
irony
so
is
here-
when Neesmith was and when we were trying to trade for Aaron Gordon, it was like the Magic seemed to choose RJ Hampton over Neesmith, and that was kind of where we lost Aaron
Very
Gordon.
dumb. Very dumb of them.
Which in hindsight, here we go.
This Maxwell Lewis guy, I think somebody in the chat, Jeff, I think in the chat mentioned him. High floor 3-and-D qualities from Pepperdine, 21 years old, 6'6", 7-foot wingspan. Kind of could fit, right?
Yeah, right. Oh, Kobe
Yeah.
Brown, we liked him, didn't we?
Yeah, he's gone. I know we've mentioned Colby Jones, but like he's mocked to go to the Nuggets on KOC's mock here.
Yeah.
The initial paragraph is, with his two-way skills, Jones would be a perfect role player for the Nuggets. Plus, he's ready to contribute right away as a high IQ ball mover.
Perfect.
He's got a good floater. He's a pull-up threat, catch and shoot threes. He's also got that dog in him badge as
dude.
well on the
Let's
Ringer mock.
I love the badges.
I know. Their draft
It's-
guide is really awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Vicini's is probably better, but it's like very boring to look at.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm down for Colby Jones. Jake, you were all over him first.
Colby.
I'm down for Trace Jackson Davis as well. This other guy, Tristan Vukcevic, looks good.
Tell me more about him, Ben. I don't think we talked about him yet tonight.
Yeah, he's the second coming of Nikola Jokic. He shoots 89% from 3. He's got an 8-foot wingspan, and he's only 16. So lots to look forward to there with that guy.
Yeah, can I just
7'8".
say, Michael Kolonakis in the chat here. Firstly, fantastic name. Horford is amazing, especially for 2 minutes a night. A Horford, Rob, Porzingis front court is nasty, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Fully agree.
Versatile, huge, defense, offense. Like, really good.
Oh, don't put this out. They'll probably trade.
Don't do this, some guy somewhere.
Yeah, I would put my money on that if I had to.
If we trade back to 35, I swear to God.
I'm going to bed.
That's
fair.
I would not blame you.
Yeah.
We won't be far behind you. So I'm also guessing that the Pickett's still gonna are they gonna be wearing a Detroit hat, a Memphis hat?
I guess
It's gonna be a Detroit hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
agreed.
with you, Dr. Jack.
Yeah, I think that's for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Especially if you started following after Pierce.
Yeah.
Smart's the guy.
Yeah, I know Jackson on our pod is like that was his entry point into the Celtics, so it's hitting him hard. And we're going to do a podcast tonight, Aussie time. So that's going to be in like, I don't know,
I was
7 hours.
Like 2 hours at this point. We've been on here that long.
Yeah. I think 8 p.m. Sydney time for any, people in this quadrant of the globe.
Yeah.
I'm getting nervous.
Just pick
James Najee.
Pick, you bastard. Pick, you bastard, Brad.
Vucevic. Let's go.
Vucevic. Coley.
I think it would actually be a bad pick, if I'm being honest. Like we can't use him this year.
We literally just traded for him. We literally traded for the superstar version of him.
Yeah, let's stash another unicorn.
Yeah, well, he'll get injured and we'll need Vucevic. So,
Jake Fisher.
Are you
hearing the Celtics are trading down yet again from 31, swapping with the Hornets for picks number 34 and 39.
Oh, 2 picks.
Go to bed, Spoonie.
34. So close.
You can keep watching on your phone in bed, Spoon.
Get ready for bed. Brush your teeth.
Oh my God.
What sucks is I'm not going to be able to fall asleep until I at least see him do one of these picks.
Oh, there goes Najee. Yeah.
All right, everybody. Super fun. Thank you all for sticking around, gentlemen.
See you in the comments.
Pleasure as well. Yeah.
Fuck you, Brad.
You'll see me at 5:30 a.m. with my coffee, talking shit in the chat. That's when you guys do the pod. But all right, later, guys.
All right, see you, man. So good. Well, we've had our trade, multiple Celtics trades.
Dude,
right?
Brad is carrying the NBA right now with all these trades.
Yeah, we were told the Celtics are not done yet. Absolutely.
34 and 39?
Yes. At some point, we're going to be able to run some highlights, right? Of a Jeff recovering from COVID.
I believe I believe in you, man.
Spoonie straight into the comments. Go to hell, Brad. Well, like Brad is like a kid in a candy store right now. Just like, what other trades can I make? Unbelievable. Well, pour one out to all of our friends in the Eastern time zone there in the States. What time is it there? It's got to be close to midnight.
It's 11:15, I think.
Yeah. Reporting on Damian Lillard and the Trailblazers next on. Okay, so it's not actually a report, just that he's going to be talking. So I reckon it's all fluff. If you had something to report, it'd be out there on the Twitter sphere immediately. Trader Brad, according to Greeny, he's earned it. Michael was up at 4 a.m. the other day to see Cummins hit the winning runs. Hell yes. Yeah, I fell asleep. I tried my best. Damn, that was good.
So we're up 1-0 now. Not really. Like I care in the sense of like I want Australia to win, but I'm not getting up at weird hours to watch it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fair enough. What about like during the bubble? Because they had a lot of day games on. There was a lot of games, playoff games even on at like 3 a.m. Were you up for those?
Like cricket games? No,
like games. During the bubble, the NBA bubble.
Oh yeah. I watched a lot of them. Yeah. Yeah. Easy, man. Up and at 'em.
Yeah, I can't sleep knowing there's like a Celtics thing happening.
Yeah.
Like whether it's just like, a trade might be happening, like Porzingis the other day at like 4 a.m. or an actual playoff game. Like I think even regular season, we played the Wizards at 3 a.m. once. I was up for that. Like I physically cannot sleep if the Celtics are doing something.
No, 100%. As soon as I check. Wonder if yeah. So how many second round picks extra have we gotten now?
We've definitely got 34 and 39.
But then like we got extra second round picks from moving from 25 to 31. So it's like, did we get 2 for that one and then a 2 for
or
one swap?
Are they futures? We don't know. I don't think that was reported.
No, we don't know yet.
We get the backup guy in the broadcast. I'm just scrolling through because like Celtics Reddit do a pretty good job of like sort of cataloging all the reports, and there's nothing there. So we acquired
Celtics have turned number 25 into 34. Sorry, you go.
Well, so Keith Smith had 15 minutes ago. The Boston Celtics acquired 2 future second-round picks and 31 this year from the Detroit Pistons.
So Brad has turned as number 25 into 34, 39, and 2 future seconds.
Technically 5 minutes from now is the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Go, Brad.
All right. 1 for 4.
Yeah. So some reactions to pretty good.
That's all. I think it's good.
Pretty good.
Now all of a sudden.
People are reacting to Shams like about to go live reporting on Damian Lillard, but that's just Twitter for you. Yeah, there's a lot of angst on the Twitter sphere from Celtics fans at the moment about like what Brad's doing, but like
fair.
It's not surprising, right? Like,
so who's
go on?
I don't know. So who's picking 31?
Charlotte. They've already picked because Shams is ahead of us. So Denver is selecting Jalen Pickett.
Yeah, Shams is flying ahead now.
Yeah, I don't think we have Charlotte. Oh, so Charlotte got James Nagy at 31.
Right. Oh, I like that for them.
Yeah, they can package him in a Hayward trade to us. That doesn't make any sense. Jake, 3 hours and 20 minutes. I don't even work this hard in my real job.
No way, dude.
I take bigger breaks, more frequent breaks.
Oh, man.
Shout out to everyone in the chat for hanging on.
Yeah. I got some beef stroganoff in the fridge we're going to rip into after this.
Oh, yeah. That brisket that I was cooking on the live stream.
How'd it go?
Came out real nice. Took it off the smoker at like 9 p.m. last night because I got the meat thermometer like in there, and you got to wait for the internal temp to get to 200 Fahrenheit. Took forever to get there. It was worth the wait. Wrapped it up in a nice little wrap there with some tomato, spinach, and barbecue sauce.
Okay.
Wow, so good.
Oh God, I'm so hungry.
Went to bed with the meat sweats, and I'm looking forward to getting myself back into the state shortly after this.
That's when you know you've done well, then.
Oh,
you're
worth the wait.
it. Yeah,
we're deep in here. This is wild.
We're so deep. Come on, man. We're now 9 spots back from where we thought we were, and we're literally picking 1 spot in front of where we were thinking we're going to be picking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's hilarious. But Colby Jones is still on the board.
Is it Colby? I've been saying Kobe this whole time. I think you're right. It is Colby.
No, it is Colby, but there's a lot of Kobe's rolling around.
Yeah. I'll take Colby. I'll take a Colby. 38% from 3. 4.4 assists per game. 6'5", 6'8" wingspan. Good dimensions. Shades of Malcolm Brogdon. Yeah.
I know.
I mean, yeah, we get Brogdon insurance, I guess.
Yep. Well, there goes Leonard Miller. I kind of liked him.
Mm-hmm.
He dropped pretty far. I just remember the person that jumps out to me, like you get so excited about whoever you draft. I remember Sharif Cooper fell in the draft a few years ago. Everybody was freaking out that Brad didn't take him, and he's not in the NBA still.
Yeah, it must have been a summer league because I remember he had a moment or two with the Hawks, right?
Yeah, no, I think he did have a little bit of actual game. Like he was good in summer league, and maybe he even played a little bit with the Hawks and was actually okay, but for whatever reason. And so, like these feel like mostly trade chips to me. Like Are we about to turn 34 into 2 more second round picks? What do you think?
I think
Draft or no draft?
at some point the well dries out, right? And you've just got to make some picks. And like probably all of the scouting that the Seas have done leading up to today has been in that 35 range. So perhaps they feel like they can make a more informed pick at that range while still acquiring some new assets. That's not the worst thing in the world. Like, better make the informed pick and recruit more assets that you can research down the road than kind of pick blindly further up in the draft.
Yeah. They're not picking blindly, though. Like,
yeah.
the scouting department has like a top 200 probably.
That's probably fair. I mean, the main thing with that first trade is like getting out of having to guarantee the salary of whoever you pick. And now it's just like, we think we can get the guy we want further back, I think is probably the simplest take.
Yeah.
Like, why not move back?
Yeah, Colby got that dog in him.
Mm-hmm.
Some guy.
Mac
I know
Jones.
this is a Celtics podcast.
Yeah.
Mac Jones.
I'm not a big Patriots guy, so you're gonna have to take this one, Jake.
I'm a big Patriot. I'm excited about the Patriots. I really hope they get Hopkins. It seems kind of likely. I think that he'll be good. I think he'll be like as good as his rookie year, which was solid enough. I don't know if I think Mac is like a top 5, top 10 kind of quarterback. I think he's like just middle of the road, can be good enough to win you one playoff game. And that's all I really care about with the Patriots now. I've got my 6 titles. All of my energy goes into the Celtics. I need Celtics titles now.
Are you a Bees guy? Did you follow the Bruins at all? I followed them. I watched the last 5 minutes of the game, the game 7 that they got eliminated in.
So did I.
Yeah. I was like, that's my fill of Bees for a little while here. Oh, someone just, I don't know if I can bring this up.
Oh man.
2 former depoys together in Memphis.
What are your thoughts on getting Marcus Smart Grizzlies jersey?
I got to Colby Jones.
Yeah, Colby Jones. Let's
it's
go.
Yes. All right. Let's just hang for a sec. Make sure he's not being
trade it
anywhere.
to fucking Memphis.
Yeah. All right. Colby Jones. Should we get some highlights going? It seems like that's happening. Give me a second here while I sort this out. There we go. Colby Jones. There's your newest Boston Celtic. We've kind of run down the assessment of him from KOC's perspective so far, but it seems like
no. The Celtics are trading Colby Jones to the Kings for number 38 and another second round and another second round.
What the fuck? Oh my god!
Are you kidding me, dude?
This is a sick joke.
What is happening, dude?
Yeah, I'm like losing weight with hunger here. I want to go eat. This is crazy. Brad is addicted, says Greeny. Absolutely.
Oh,
all right. Well, let's get this shit off the screen.
God, you did call it. It's a good thing Spinny went to bed. That would have been terrible.
I'm sure that he's watching right now, laughing. I'm trying not to wake his wife up. Sacramento traded into 34 for Colby Jones. It's probably a nightmare for these young kids as well. Like, they're living out their dream and they're like walking up on the stage, just being like, I have no idea where I'm playing in the NBA.
This is hilarious, dude.
I'm glad I went to the bottle shop and bought some of these. This is wild. I just want us to know, and then I want to, as much as I'm having fun, like I want to go do other things with my day. The Celtics will get number 38 and a future second. Cool.
Yeah. So, okay, 25 is now turned into number 38 and 39. Is that what happened? Yeah. 38.
I'd be lying if I said I knew.
Yeah. So I think we currently own 38 and 39 in this draft. We've picked up the initial Pistons trades. That sounds like 2 for extra seconds, and then 1 extra second and another extra second. So we have I think 6 second-round picks all of a sudden.
Well, how many second-round picks did it take to get Jay Crowder for the Bucks last year?
5.
It was 5. So we can get a better player than Jay Crowder. That's the market, right? 6 second-round picks. It's better than 5.
Maybe that's what Brad's thinking. It's like this gives us the ammunition now to go pick up a X player for those second-round picks.
You know, like in maybe you don't know this. Like in 2K, where you're trying to acquire a player and you just put like the matching salary and then like a decade's worth of second round picks in to make the like AI accept your trade.
Yeah.
Is that what Brad's doing?
Dude, Jeff, you're on it. We're definitely getting the tubester.
Yeah, well, there's this guy. Just trying to remember his name. Vukcevic.
Oh, he's still on the board.
He's out there.
Are we on the clock? No, we just traded that to the Kings.
What do you like? Obviously, teams have a sense of what other teams are drafting. How do you suppose that works? Because wouldn't you want to like not disclose that information if you were an opposing front office? But they seem to have a good sense of what's going on and like how to position themselves live during a draft to still be like dynamically where their target is going to land.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand how they do it either. It's like they're sharing information, but not all of the like. We're doing we're telling you the truth, and we're doing a trade on one hand, but on the other hand, we're also working on these other trades that might get done before those trades. It must be a very delicate balance. Or have they all agreed that none of this really matters once you get past pick 10?
Yeah,
so they're just trading everybody.
JD Davison like showed us a lot of promise in like relative to his draft position last year. So there's diamonds in the rough to be found. Like obviously, notably Nikola Jokic. It matters to some degree. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, a fellow European legend.
My fiance just texted me saying, "Can you drive or have you been drinking?" And surprisingly, I get to reply and say, "No, actually, I'm so like that."
You being summoned for a pickup?
No, I don't know why. I'm guessing I don't know, because she's got her own car in the. I just got 2 thumbs up back. I don't know. That's weird.
Maybe she's just checking in on you.
Interesting. Oh, my neck. Oh,
yeah.
The Bulls are acquiring pick number 35. Ah, the infamous pick 35.
Wow. Selecting Julian Phillips. Okay.
This is a great call from Michael. Once we get to add up all of the picks that Smart got traded for, it's going to be a lot.
Yeah. The commensurate amount of picks, hopefully. Where we start to feel like we got what we deserved. But really, it just comes down to Porzingis actually playing consistently throughout the season, and particularly in the playoffs. But yeah, I hear what you're saying. What?
It's just funny. You're right. And none of the second round picks matter at all if Porzingis sucks balls.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. But may as well have the picks as well.
I'm just that theoretical weight on Porzingis' shoulders might put too much pressure on his knees, and that worries me as an injury prone.
He was kind of a dog in New York. Like he was like defensive player of the year type buzz. Like I wonder if playing on a contender in a real place since the Garden, like Washington, I don't think anyone actually goes to the games. Dallas was just a sad experience. And you come in that environment, getting dubs, you're winning 60 games, you start blocking a lot of shots all of a sudden.
I mean, it's the best team he's played for, right?
Yeah,
like even
far.
if you, just put him with the Jays and take everyone else away. It's the best team that he's played for. So like he can obviously take a number of possessions off, number of games off. You got to feel good about that. How much are we grasping at straws, though? I mean, we're not, right? Like, we trust
No.
Brad. He made this call. We've got to assume that something very good is going to come of it. But obviously,
No, look at these stats, dude. Look at these stats.
Incredible.
Points allowed per pick and roll. He's literally 4th after Porzingis, AD, and Steven Adams. Pick and roll defenders. Amazing. Post scorers, literally 1st in the league, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy. No wonder we couldn't stop him.
I hate to think what Tatum's ranking would be in post scorers if we actually gave him that fucking shot on a regular basis. That shot that he is good at.
I think it was 1.15 from memory.
Right. Okay. But he just
Which
has
is
so
4th.
few opportunities.
Yeah. I think you have to have over 100 attempts.
Right. Okay.
It should definitely be something that happens. Yeah, dude. Like, Porzingis was freaking dope last season.
It's a good trade.
It's a good trade. Okay?
It's
Great
a fantastic trade. It is, though. And maybe it's going to take like a new generation of Celtics fans looking back, like not having lived through Marcus Smart, to truly be like, what they got what for Marcus Smart? Like, that's insane. Like they won their championship by making that trade. Like, whereas like us, we're living through it. It's just
like, I would rather be dead than win a title now.
I would rather be a lottery team with Marcus Smart.
Yeah. 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 There's some 14-year-old that's like, this is awesome. I don't want another trade back. I need another trade back. No.
Jake, we are at pick 36.
We're close. We're 2 away.
Shows, and the Bucks have picked Andre Jackson, which from what I've read is a pretty good pick, high upside player. And he was mocked to go to the Celtics by a few different guys, but it means we're 2 picks away from the Celtics drafting back again. I mean, picking the player.
Okay. One of you guys had Jordan Walsh. Did he go already?
No, he hasn't gone.
Okay. He's the guy, the 6'6", 7'2" wingspan guy.
Yeah. Trace Jackson, what's his name, is still there as well.
Yeah.
He's the highlights guy.
Athleticism, positional versatility. Oh man, this is what happens 3.5 hours into the stream. Versatility, feel for the game, and our favorite badge, got that dog in him.
Oh yeah.
Explosive, 7'3" wingspan, relentless approach, good instincts, come up with 50-50 balls by diving on the floor, takes charges, flies around, makes second, third efforts. He's everywhere.
This is Walshy you're talking about?
Yeah, the big dog Walsh, the Walshinator.
Let's just pause at this guy for a second. He's down.
He looks good. Okay.
He does. It looks great. There we go, Jordan Walsh.
And like, he's obviously got the like distinct look with the hair situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dulcim from Street Fighter vibes. Maybe I'm aging myself with that.
Yeah, don't know. Don't know. Shades of supercharged Jay Crowder. That works.
Uh-huh. Yep.
All right, we're in.
Love it.
Come on. I do like how we're finding a player right at the last second every time. It's good.
Yeah, well, yeah, like we said, Walsh is one of the guys that Spoonie highlighted in our pre-draft podcast. Yep. Did someone highlight Maxwell Lewis? Yep, Jeff here in the chat.
Nice.
And then our guy, or is he being picked? This guy, Trace Jackson Davis.
You mean
still available?
Vucevic?
Yeah, Vucevic as well. But this guy, this guy has not been picked yet. Am I wrong?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay. I'm like, as much as I am having fun with this Vucevic thing, like I'm Trace Jackson Davis, the guy that's
it does not make sense at all to draft the 7'1" European dude now.
Doesn't it? Like, well, what has made sense today aside from getting out of the first round? Yeah, I don't know, bro. Is the correct answer?
I don't know, dude. So wait, Andre Jackson is on the board or not on the board?
He's gone.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, we traded out of that pick a million times already.
So it looks like we're still on for the 38th pick, which is great. And then we're going to wrap up.
Yeah, the advanced analytics for KP are absurd, dude. Like he would have been the second on expected plus minus after Tatum on the Celtics last year.
Right. Wow. My phone's blowing up. People are like, what are you guys doing?
What do you mean?
Oh, like just with the draft. And yesterday I had friends
All right.
messaging me being like, what are you guys doing with the Porzingis
Yeah.
thing? Sucked in. It's not happening anymore. And then when
Yeah.
it did happen, it was like sucked in. You had to get rid of Marcus Smart to make it
Yeah.
happen. You guys are losers. One of the best things about following the Porzingis thing yesterday was checking into opposing teams' subreddits.
Yeah, everybody
And
was upset.
Miami, Lakers, Philly, everyone was like, oh man, like the Celtics, they got a good one. They're going to be impossible to beat. And then revisiting those same subreddits after the final version of the trade was made with Smart going out, total 180. Like, oh, they gave up too much. Marcus Smart's a winning player. These are fan bases that have been shitting on Marcus Smart
Yeah, I
since
know.
the
Yeah.
dawn of time.
Yeah.
Suddenly it's a loss. Brad's a loser. Sucked in Celtics fans. So I don't know.
Philly fans know. Philly fans know how much of a big deal it was that we lost Marcus instead of Malcolm.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah.
Like, Bulls send a couple of second rounders to Washington.
Yep.
And pick Julian Phillips. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, everyone that I've listened to and so far podcast wise has thought the Celtics have done really well in the trade.
Yeah.
And pretty much everyone that I've seen on Twitter that's not a Celtics fan has been like, great value for the Celtics. So
Yep. KOC most notably, who like does have that dog in him as far as like that somewhere inside KOC lies a dormant Celtics fan. It's there somewhere.
Been pretty not Celtics fan the last couple of years.
But yeah, I just think that he overplays that hand a little bit to try and appear neutral.
Yes,
but
me too.
There's too much tying him to the Celtics as far as like his childhood and his family and all of that. So I refuse to believe it.
No, how could you, dude? If Marcus Smart like meant so much to your family, like you can't. Maybe he did. Maybe he's a freaking robot, dude.
Maybe.
Like
so,
even doing the podcast over the last year, it does change it like the fandom just a little bit, I would say. But we shall see. I've got the Kings, Hornets, Pistons, Grizzlies, and Celtics are all on the clock, I believe.
Yes, that is an accurate tweet.
Yeah.
And then, so we have another pick later in the draft?
Yeah, I think we have 38 and 39, I thought.
Anyone in the chat?
Yeah, does anyone have any idea?
Very exhausted. We'll find out. We'll get the intel. Definitely got 38. Got to keep an eye on Twitter for that. It's coming up any moment now.
Don't do it, Brad. Yeah, for a second I was like, if KOC likes to trade that much, should I be worried? Yeah, I think we have 38 and 39. Surely we're not picking both. Yeah, now we're going to trade both of them. Someone said it in the chat before. We're going to
Jordan Walsh.
Trade both. Oh, we did it! Well, what's like? We're going to trade it.
Wait,
anyway.
are we going to trade it? What's happening?
Who know who
There we go. Spoonie gets to make the donation to, or is it us?
I don't know. We can all do
Smith,
it.
Jared Weiss.
This is what happens when it gets this far down the draft. The Celtics beat writers get the info.
Yeah. Great for them. All right.
Does anyone know if Rupert's been drafted?
Here. Let's get this up. Don't know.
Whoa.
What?
Clutch Sports CEO Rich Paul began calling teams in the second round and requested them to not draft his client, Chris Livingston. It's believed he has a set draft spot. I thought it was going to be like, because fuck that kid, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, dude. Does anyone know if Rupert Ryan's been drafted? My dad just texted me saying we should draft him so we can recruit Wemby. So
Let's find our guy, Jordan Walsh. He's here somewhere.
Come on, Walshy, 36, I think. Keep going down.
38.
38.
Yeah, there we go.
Here we go. I love the
6'6",
dimensions, baby.
19 years old, 7'2" wingspan at 6'6".
Yeah,
you guys talked about it. Shades of supercharged Jay Crowder. He's got the athleticism badge, the versatility badge, the feel for the game, and our favorite badge, the got that dog in him badge. Incredible pick by Brad Stevens here. Absolutely insane.
Oh. We picked again.
Highlights.
We picked again. Yeah, Jeff's on it in the chat here.
Muhammad Gay? Good?
Yeah,
Gay?
Muhammad Gay?
All right, Jordan Walsh highlights. Let's get it.
We did it. We got 2 picks on the board.
Do we still have them in our... Oh, we shouldn't run those because remember those were the low lights?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's bring it up. Then let's wrap up.
Let's go, Walshy. 16-minute highlights. All right. That's good. There's that many of them. Yeah, I love it. We need this. I'm in. Oh, yeah. Look,
clearly got that dog in him.
7'2" wingspan. Let's go.
Yeah, look how long he is.
Oh, great pass. Beautiful pass.
Whoa. Bullet pass.
Bullet pass. Oh, look at those arms, dude. Can finish over anyone. Mechanics don't look terrible to me.
Views. Whoa.
Oh. All right.
All right.
Okay, Walshy.
Should we check out our other guy before we wrap up here?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, good stuff. Yeah, 646 views. Oh, 8 hours ago though. That's all right.
Yeah.
Oh, and Muhammad Guy is not headed to the Celtics.
Oh yeah. So that was like,
okay.
Surely we're not drafting 2 guys.
Yeah. Okay, so it doesn't mean that we've necessarily traded him. It's just that he's not, like, we're not, I don't know.
Keith Smith says, oh, no, that's different. Who did you see that said that we traded it?
No one said that we have traded it, but Himmelsbach has that per source. Jordan Walsh is headed to the Celtics and Muhammad Gui is not.
Tough for Muhammad, dude.
Yeah. So where's he going? That's the problem with these sources. They drip feed the information. All right. So Jake, here's what I think we should do. Like we've established the Celtics have made a draft pick. We've had some fun with the highlights here. I think that Boston is trading this pick. Oh my God. Per Keith Smith.
Which one?
The Muhammad Gui.
I'm not joking. Well, it actually makes way more sense to me.
Yeah.
That they would be
trading that pick. So I don't know what you've got on for the rest of the day. I think that similar to yesterday, we should wrap up the stream.
Yeah.
It's been a long session here.
It's only been
4 hours.
Yeah.
3 hours, 47 minutes. A pick has been made. We know that we're at least bringing on Jordan Walsh, who looks like a promising player. Here's Himmelsbach.
We got another second round pick.
Yeah, Celtics have traded number 39 for a future second round pick. So okay, let's hop off for now. If anything major happens, as far as like major seismic trades, we'll hop back on. And then later tonight, around about 8 p.m. Sydney time, we've got the podcast where we're just gonna recap the last 48 hours. It's gonna be pretty unhinged like this. I just don't know if I'm gonna have the time to like put together a run sheet. We're just gonna get together and talk about the crazy 48 hours that was with Jackson and potentially Joe, our New Zealand correspondent there as well. So it's been a fun time. Thanks everyone for hopping in and sticking with us. We've had a nice little group here in the chat. And like I said, we'll hop back on if anything happens. But Jake, this has been great.
Man, I'm gonna eat some food, take a nap.
Take a nap. Yeah.
Brad Stevens, man. I'm intrigued. We have I think 6 second-round picks now on top. So
Very
Hey.
active today. It's been fun.
alrighty, man.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Have
See
a
you,
good
dudes.
night. We'll talk to
Appreciate you.
soon. Yeah, appreciate everyone. Thanks again.